didn't put it together the way you put it together. And this shit was
Right.
clever in 5 years of motherfucker. You feel me? This is
Now,
some of your finest work, for real, for real. So round of applause to you.
let me get
Nigga,
my.
nigga said, not quote, at one point, I thought Zion was the future of the NBA. Boy got injured and really became the future of the NBA. I love it.
Yeah, I got buzz. Yeah, definitely.
I like the entendre, the double entendre.
Dog, nasty work. You feel me?
I like it.
Nasty work, dog. I love it.
The funny thing
I
is,
saw all the chicks.
I still think you're the future of the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody know me, talk about basketball with me, they know Zion, my guy. But Scoop, my new guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that nigga Ja Morant.
When it comes to the.
So
Scoop to me, but before I go too far into it, Scoop to me is Zion and Ja Morant at the same time. But y'all can keep moving.
So I saw all the chicks that started coming out with the Zion situation, right? I saw them all coming out, and I was like, damn, this nigga got more bitches than Future. You feel me?
Oh, you actually said that shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was like, damn, this nigga get bitches like Future, but I ain't put it together the way you put it together.
Right.
The wordplay was really, really witty. I just compared him to Future off the bat.
Well, I had a couple of them, yo. When it comes to the Zion Williamson Hose controversy.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me get. I think I got a ticket. I thought I had a ticket for this. All right. First of all, I've given Zion his new nickname. I don't care if it catch on or not. It's supposed to catch on. The Big Sleazy. Been wilding lately. You know what I mean? Big Sleazy, yo.
Play on the Big Easy.
Because they call the Big Easy New Orleans, the Big Sleazy, you know what I mean? So all right, so at least that's one of them NBA inside name, like niggas in the league are calling that. You know what I mean? Anybody not catch on, you know what I mean, on his shoe. You know what I mean? You can't put it on his shoe. But the Big Sleazy been wilding. Zion is an athletic freak. We all know this. Zion is an athletic freak. So which is another double entendre. If you ain't catch that one, just
general freak.
Right. That man is an athletic freak. And with Zion, Ja, PJ Washington, and Jordan 500K, the 2019 class is almost as lit as the 1986 draft class. And if anybody knows anything about the 1986 draft class, that is the most lit draft class that ever exists. That is the draft.
That's Len Bias draft, right?
That's Len Bias draft, yo.
Right,
that's the most coked. That's the most coked up draft, general draft in the NBA history, and I liken it to the 2019 draft because I think it's the supernova or pinnacle of a specific era. You know what I mean? That brought awareness to how silly a specific era is, and that can make changes into what's coming up next. You know what I mean? Because all this shit is doing is revealing how silly these niggas is, and that they need some maturing. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, I liken it to the 86 draft, which included Len Bias and Roy Tarpley. If you just look those two names up, that'll be enough. You know what I mean? And then you'll start seeing a whole list of what happened with that draft. So, and then back around Roy Tarpley. If you look that name up, you'll see what I'm talking about. And last but not least, the gem that kept, like, at one point in time, I thought Zion was the future of the NBA. Boy got injured and really became the future of the NBA. All right, but yeah, as far as
that was beautiful.
As far as what's going on, man, like I mean, sometimes I think that, well, all the time what happens, I grew up knowing, you know what I mean? That's something my mother used to tell me when I was young, that the things you do in the dark gonna come out in the light somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that you do gonna come out. Now, in this day and time, yo, we know this not the first NBA player or athlete to keep hoes, yo. We know that. When I say keep hoes, I mean, you know, pay and put them up, have them in the spot and everything. We know it's not the first one. But for somebody like Zion, who's other than getting injured, whose background was seemingly squeaky clean, yo, it was just funny for all this. It's fun. It's humorous shit to come out to me, yo. This shit is humorous. Before we get to the level of, you know, I mean, these older chicks and Zion and that shit is straight humorous to me, yo.
Let me hop in right.
But it should pop back in. All right. Give it about 15 seconds. All right, we connected. Go ahead.
All right, let me hop in right quick. In my opinion, bro, this should not even be a story.
Nope.
And maybe it's just me. Like this, there's no way a nigga like Stephen A. Smith should be talking about this. Skip them, like this shit should not be discussed. For real. It could be a Twitter thing.
It should be a mainstream.
It could be it should be mainstream. It could be something you see on Twitter, you laugh at, like, oh, Zion got the hoes, and you just keep it pushing. Right. This not a big deal to me. Like this, they're trying to equate
part of it.
I've seen it floating around. They're trying to equate this to the Ja Morant with the gun shit, and it just don't go together.
I mean, I lumped it in. I lumped them together because they in the same draft class, and it's off the court issues. It's off the court. If anything else, it's distracting from them being basketball players. His fault or not, it's still distracting from his own court shit. And my fault. I'm gonna let you. I'm jumping in a second. Craig. So I think it's more. Zion hasn't been playing. Zion is injured, and Zion is always perceived as being out of shape. That's put more on top of it. Because if Zion was playing and getting the numbers that he gets while he's playing, and the Pelicans going deep in the playoffs or whatever, doing shit they haven't done before, then it'd be almost looked at as he on some Wilt shit at that point in time. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's my only problem with it. That the nigga don't play.
Yeah, but my bad for I kind of cut you off, Fred. Right.
No,
it's good. I wasn't going to say nothing, but they said they going to be called Guns and Buns.
Oh, the 30 for 30?
Yeah, the Giant Zion shit going to be Guns and Buns.
Okay.
Now, my problem with the whole thing is that it shouldn't even be discussed. You know, this shouldn't even be nothing that's mainstream. It's underground worthy for sure, but not mainstream worthy. Like, how old is Zion? Zion, he can't be older than
23, 24.
Like,
he's either 23 or 24.
That man's supposed to have a hold.
23, I think. He's supposed to have the holes, but I don't think it would be as controversial if it was a regular chick wilding out. I think the fact that she is not only a prawn star, she is actually one of the most recognizable prawn stars that adds everything, adds to it, and then the fact that he won't be playing.
All right, so all of us, she fine. All of us are in this era.
Right.
I'm gonna name a name, and you tell me if you had Zion money, would you fly her in for some late night activities?
Uh-huh.
Back in 2002.
I think you the name that I would say, yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it's to each his own thing, but like back in 2002, 2003, would you fly Pinky in for some late night activities?
No. Only because Pinky is the most overrated. Pinky the reason I don't like bitches who too animated.
Pinky's getting flown in for late night activities in 2003.
I ain't
Like
talking about Cherokee the ass, Beauty Dior.
All right, that'll work.
Sky
That'll
Black.
work.
Now you in my
your favorite, like Mariah Mills, was probably his favorite. All right. I'm pretty sure whoever our or your favorite actress is, adult actress is, has been flown out in the same capacity. So the issue is this particular one doing what she doing. You know what I mean? That's the yeah. She the problem.
All right, it is.
100%. I'm just saying that the distraction is there. You understand what I'm saying? He did choose to this particular chick to do what he doing with. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he can control what she's.
For 3 years at this point.
He didn't do what he's supposed to do with the NDA shit, yo. Like when you got that type of money, it's a reason why they got NDAs, yo. You know what I mean? I ain't arguing with nobody enough, and I'm sorry if I'm getting a little animated or whatever, but it's a reason why everybody else be doing the NDA shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Kanye
like when you playing with that type.
Kanye just told us that Chris Paul was fucking Kim Kardashian. We didn't know nothing. We ain't know nothing about that until Kanye said something. Now we don't even know if
that was a wild revelation, yo. And
it might be facts though. It might be facts.
And we heard nothing else about it ever again.
It might be facts though.
I mean, Kim Kardashian fuck Pete Davidson. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Who's this? Well, I'm gonna tell you, pause no homo. Kim Kardashian does what a lot of chicks do. They hear about a dude and they get curious. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's at least within these three gentlemen right here and whoever else is in the chat, I'm pretty sure each one of us has got some ass off a reputation at some point in time. Yes. You know what I mean? Not funny though. I mean, I hope y'all have at least, you know what I mean? I at least had that privilege. I would hope y'all had that privilege before. You know what I mean? But I believe I believe y'all a certain level of specimen pause to be able to experience those things in life before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have perks to being who you are.
Right.
I used to and you know, we was on some ill shit cause, you know, I sent a couple dick pictures. We I don't say we broke up because we were never really in a relationship for real. But she motherfucking she created a Facebook and emailed all my family, all that profile picture of my dick.
Oh man, yo.
Oh yeah,
that shit was ill. That shit was ill in the time. Like, yo, why you doing all this clown shit? But off the fact that Bruce mentioned that reputation shit, at least like 7-8 females spent the bin. And that shit looked nice though. Like that shit was weird. Like I'm thinking to be embarrassed. I'm like low key mortified. Like damn, this bitch sending motherfuckers friend requests. It out and but get my name out there for real. So I get it.
That's one thing. That's one thing I don't and never really participated in. It's sending like Frank pictures. And the reason why is like right around the time social media got popping and like, you know, you could send out the pictures and everything just to where you could get everything to work to line up perfectly to where you could move around. They created a group. They created a group and I think they might have had it all around the country, but it was really, really heavy in New Orleans. It was a group called Sis, Is This Your Man?
They still do that shit.
All right, well, this was like the Sis, Is This Your Man group. If they got 1 million people in New Orleans, they had 750,000 people in there. Only 25% of the city didn't participate, and it was the 25% was probably men.
Right.
I can guarantee that.
They would just, and they'll just put your business out there. So I was like, nah, you ain't about to kind of get me on the airwaves like that. You there, like, you know, like I'm cool. I draw down I draw down in a heartbeat. They ain't about nothing. But like, you ain't gonna get me on the air like that. You know what I'm saying?
So since that happened,
yo.
I have.
What does draw down mean, yo?
I mean, whip out on it.
about
Yeah, I draw down on
y'all. I knew what it meant. I knew through context clues what it meant, but I gotta highlight, yo, when I hear some new slang, yo. So I gotta highlight it, yo, even though I had to pause in order to know what you were saying. But I had to highlight the new slang, yo. I'm trying to tell you, yo, the New Orleans accent is one of my favorite accents, yo, and y'all dialect, yo. You know what I mean? But go ahead, yo.
I draw down on a bitch in a heartbeat. Like she says something. All you gonna hear is the simple. Like I'm whipping ASAP. It could be a room full of. I don't care. I'm gonna draw down if you say something, but I'm not going on the airwaves like that, dude.
I already know what that is.
I'm scared of the airwaves because the Sisters This Your Man group, it gets so controversial that man, you could really have like, you know, man, my grandma might fuck around being in that group. You know what I'm saying? Just to see like what these young motherfuckers. I'm straight. I ain't trying to be, you know, I ain't trying to be butt naked like that. But if we in public and you say something, yeah, I whip out on you in a heartbeat. I don't play no games.
that shit was
I'm super confident over here. But I just never got into the sending the pictures.
You know, I ain't the type of nigga to draw down in public. But if we in a, you know, we in a space the way it's doing and her is one on, or it's her and our homegirls or something like, yeah, you know, let's take that. Fuck you talking about? But I don't know. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I'm a Batman type nigga. I'm a Batman type nigga, yo.
Man, I drew down after school when they was letting everybody out. Straight up, chick was look. It's wild because this wild though. It's wild because a week before I did it, my brother did it. He did. Like a chick. It started off. A chick was talking shit to my brother, and my brother whipped out.
That's how I always knew chicks was nasty, yo. Like a lot of niggas had to discover that shit, yo. But I always knew, yo. Because they was always on some let me say it shit, yo. I'm talking about since like
the whole family coming like that.
I'm talking about since I can remember, since my first days of lucidity, I can remember chicks being on some let me say it type shit, yo. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like forever, yo. So
when I never forget when I was my ass whooped. My mother caught me ass naked in the hallway with two girls because they asked to see it. They asked to see it. I'm only one. Dumb as shit though. Ass naked in the hallway. My mother come out the apartment. She, what the fuck are you doing? They just sitting there looking at the girl.
And you know when you were up until a certain age, you only know how to, you know, take your stuff out one way when you're a certain age. You drive everything.
You gotta come all the way out.
I don't remember. I don't remember when I learned to whip out correctly. Yo. I don't know how old I was, yo. Like it just happened one day, yo. I was like, my ass is out, yo. Why is my ass out?
Probably high school when you learn how to draw down properly.
Not high school. You crazy, yo? Like probably like fifth grade, nigga.
When you learn how to draw down properly,
I never forget the first.
It's like fifth grade, yo.
No, man. On abroad?
Yeah, like fifth grade, yo.
Nah, my whole ass ain't out. Nah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. My whole ass not out no more. No more by fifth grade. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, dog. I heard that wrong.
No, you said it wrong. You said by high school.
But no, I heard it wrong too, though. I heard the question wrong.
Yeah. Now I'm just saying when you learn how to draw out correctly, you know what I mean, without pulling your pants all the way. That's what I'm saying.
All right. That's probably that's grade school for sure.
Hey Bruce, did you bet the over for that game?
For what game?
The Guardians. You asked me if they was gonna go over 9.5.
I didn't. Astros and the Guardians. I don't think I bet at all on that.
Guardians, Cleveland.
Yeah. They used to be the Indians.
They need to bring that shit back. I don't like that.
Yeah, I like the Indians.
Then they had logo and shit fire.
Yeah, they try to say it was red face, like that was if that.
And the crazy thing
like
is,
black and
if
had
you
that
talk
same
to
thing.
Native Americans, if you talk to Native Americans, that's one of the ones that they didn't hate.
No, the Braves is one of the ones they didn't hate.
Dog,
The Braves, the Chiefs, and the Guardians. I mean, and the
Indians,
whatever they was called, and the Indians. Yeah, it was the Braves, the Chiefs, and the Indians. The Braves and the Chiefs, the only one that changed.
The Redskins, wow.
Dumbass. The Redskins are changing theirs. I think they changed theirs before the Redskins, actually.
Nah, bring that shit back.
Right.
But yeah, I only asked because they scored exactly 10.
So we come to the conclusion that Zion ain't did nothing wrong. He didn't pipe the porn star up, and now she tweaking.
I think what he did wrong was not demanding an NDA. So I think that's the only thing that Zion did wrong in this situation is not demanding an NDA, dealing with these modern chicks that fuck with this social media clout shit. You know what I mean?
I'll allow it.
So I think that's the only thing that he did wrong. But he did as far as flying the chick out and banging any type of chick he wants to bang, that's the rich young nigga's prerogative, yo.
I'm about to say, what about the bread being spent though? How you feel about that? Because that niggas is making that.
Well, see, the thing about it was the bread is part of what's supposed to prevent what she's doing. That's my problem with her.
Gotcha. All right, we're on the same page.
You know what I mean?
If I had as much money as Zion had, I have a whole team of bitches, zero.
Right, but I think you would also have it under wraps that, you know what I mean, a chick know that if she's dude what shorty doing, she getting fired.
Right, yeah, you cut off. I feel like old girl fucking her bag up because he was putting her up.
That was my whole thing. Like, yo, what is wrong with shorty? Now, if Zion continue to deal with after this, if Zion continues to deal with after this, now we got a problem.
That's
with
Zion.
Yeah. What was I about to say?
Or if shorty end up pregnant because she tried to say she might be pregnant. You know what I mean?
You can't get her pregnant. I like the other baby mama. The other baby mama bad. And he gonna clean.
Shout out to the scammers because she not.
Yeah.
Yo, you got cut off, Craig.
Because a lot of people just saying shout out to scammers because she's really nice. It looked like she playing our role because even when Morales was really dragging on Instagram, and Twitter and shit, going back and forth with, I think she status, but she said, what they say? She said something about hoes, kept hoe being happy and an unhappy hoe being mad or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thing she really said for real. Like, I mean, because she a normal bitch that got into that circle because she was doing shit that put her into that circle. Like, she sells CPN for a living, bro. Like,
I'm about to say,
that's a
shout out
normal
to the CPN
bitch.
sellers.
You know,
Yeah,
she a normal bitch.
Shout out to you.
I respect that. Like, she parlayed her way into those circles.
And I'm not saying Zion. I'm not saying Zion is going to keep shorty as his main chick. He gonna marry her, nothing like that. But it kind of raised a point with me because, you know, shorty, like she like 30. That's another problem that, you know what I mean, the chicks are older, but it's whatever. Here, big youngin'. We'll get to the big youngin' thing. Yo, chill, yo. We gonna get to the big youngin' thing later. Here, big youngin'. I understand it, yo. He's probably. We'll get to it now. I also made a post saying that Zion didn't just start banging older chicks when he got in the NBA. Zion probably been banging older chicks since he was 14 or 15. He a big youngin'. You know what I mean? Like big youngins are specimens. Specimens early. You know what I mean? I'll say even if Zion was a truck driver today, but he was the same physical specimen all his life, he would have still been a big youngin' in his neighborhood around wherever he's at. You know what I mean? Especially if it's in the hood. You know what I mean? Being in a suburban environment is a little different. But in the hood, big youngins get really molested by older women.
Yep.
You know,
that's why
we never considered it. Go ahead, y'all. My bad.
That's why I told Hurley, and him was going back and forth in a little chat. He just swore up and down that Zion getting to the league was the first time he had bitches, and I'm like,
no,
you of the way a teenage athlete, especially with as much hype that he got, is
he was impaling them white girls at that school, yo. He was impaling them.
I know, like anyone he wanted. Might have had some mothers too. Like you don't play a sport that well, have that much notoriety and shit like that, and not get bitches. He didn't start getting bitches when he got to the league. His pool of bitches he had access to just like
all right, let's put it like this. When I think Kev made a post about this, so this will be the returning of citing Kev's brilliance. But I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not going go show. I'm not gonna try to quote it directly, but I'm going to paraphrase it in my own words, in my own thoughts. Think of it like this. For every time a nigga have whacked off to these chicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
He literally can use them for that desire when y'all niggas turn those films on to watch those chicks to whack off. So instead of actually whack off, he can actually call the actual chick on the screen to actually come and do the things on the screen, as opposed to a nigga whacking off to them chicks.
We gotta acknowledge the comments and the comments calling my man Jalen Major. They acknowledging your fade, talking about how on point.
Oh shit!
My man Jalen Major fade. Your fade,
okay,
bro.
my bad.
They saying your shit sharp.
Where that come from?
Tasha, they giving you a lot of love in the.
I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that.
Gotta say hi.
I mean, like
that boy fade on point high.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen.
Look like that boy just stepped out the blade high.
I appreciate that.
Kevin Rose high.
Thank you.
That boy gonna get about 50 more bitches high. Boy looking like Juvie Rose high.
Oh shit. They look like fusion dance and shit.
No, you mean Jalen? You mean Jalen?
Yeah, Jalen Rose.
Yeah, you mean Jalen? Yeah, Juvie Rose. That been your nickname for a minute now, yo. Juvie Rose.
Yeah,
Juvie Rose. That shit was funny.
He said, "Where the front's at, Juvie High."
Nah, I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to do the Juvie fronts. I ain't about to go get the movie star smile, though. I might get the veneers and shit, the movie star.
Yo, y'all don't even understand, yo. When I get my shit, y'all don't know how hard I'm gonna be cheesing when I get them motherfuckers, son. I'm not a smiling ass nigga, yo.
I smile up to my eyes. Niggas
I don't know who's saying that, but I love you too. I'm pretty sure it's family. I'm sure it's some family somewhere.
Love you too, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Go.
Who that is?
Go.
That's my man Go Show, yo.
Oh yeah.
Yo, you rock on the pop, man, too, yo. Just hit me up if you rock on the pop, man. Just give me the word.
No, that's a dressing ass nigga, though.
Oh yeah, that's the Overlord of Fresh, yo. He the new AST, yo.
That's a dressing ass nigga, dog. That's my fucking dog.
Yeah, that's the new EST, yo. The Overlord of Fresh. That's a little before y'all time right there, but
that man, stay with the drip. Stay with the drip.
Oh yeah, but yeah, yo. We are at a consensus, I think, on this stream. Zion Williamson is doing what a young rich nigga prerogative is. You know what I mean? And that's to do with the hell he want to do. Man, he ain't shooting nobody. And What y'all think about while we right here? Because I wanted to segue into the other cat, the football player dude that just got acquitted. But what y'all think about the fact that Ja is now he's saying that it was a toy gun in the car?
Man, nigga cap, man. Zion.
They can't really prove it. But he gonna catch. I had made a bet.
They said they sent it to the commissioner office. They said they sent the toy to the commissioner office.
Oh well, I mean, hopefully, I hope they get just out of the shit.
You catching half a season.
He would get 25 or less, but it's looking more likely that he's gonna get about 40, 45 games.
Yeah, you catching half a year.
What I will say is encouraging.
I mean, that's a lot of games, yo, for real.
Yeah,
yo.
no, that's what I'm saying.
That's a lot. That's a lot of games, yo. But all right, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. If I was Ja Morant, yo, this is what I would do right now, yo. I would pay a therapist, right?
To waive you?
I would pay a therapist and tell them that you were in therapy to wean yourself off of carrying hammers, right? So
and he gave you
a realistic toy. Yes. The therapist gave you the realistic toy gun. But you knew when your peoples did that whole thing, they did the whole live thing, you knew it was a little off, you know what I mean? But you are in therapy right now for hammer addiction, yo.
Bro, come on, bro.
They do it. They do it with all other. Man, like if you on smack, yo, you on heroin, yo, they actually give you a form of heroin to get you off of heroin. A plastic gun is way safer than a real gun, yo. Yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate right now. I'm just playing devil's advocate right now.
Like that. Huh. Look, what he need to do.
You say he gonna catch 80 like that?
Yeah, he gonna catch 80. What he need to do, dog?
Still gonna look at him like, nigga, you gone.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here, nigga. What he need to do, dog? For real.
That's the meaning of cap, yo. He want to be a thug so bad he carrying a fake gun. Like the meaning of cap, really, literally. But go ahead, yo. A cap gun.
Dog.
What I will say that was good for him is the interview over in a couple of days ago before the game on NBA TV, and he make a point that he can't really he can't punish Ja Morant unfairly for real. He don't want to make it seem like he giving him a penalty just to send a message. You know, he said he said the suspension is going to reflect what it is that he did, which is conduct detrimental to the league. I think that's in a sense that I don't think he's going to get games. I think he's going to get between like 20 and 30. Like I think that's what he's going to
I don't think he's going to get 40 games. The fact that has absolutely no trouble with the law. I mean, he got a civil situation that can come up, but for the most part, he has no trouble with the law. Is on his side. The repeat making the league look bad is what's not on his side, looking like he can't stop. So they don't know what will be the final end of what he's doing. You know what I mean? So this is a major suspension is basically one of those had him off at the path thing. You know what I mean? Let him know that this shit not gonna fly, and if you keep on, it can get worse. But it would be wild. It would be wild if he ultimately ends up out of the league and never get locked up. That would be wild.
I'm wild.
I don't think that's
am I wrong? Am I like? Because I'm not gonna lie. I go back and forth with myself whenever we start talking about Ja Morant. I go back and forth with myself all the time. Like, am I an old head or am I a fake nigga?
You're a thinking man, yo. Fuck that.
Let me get to where I'm going.
Over time, you just start to reflect more.
I question myself like, am I an old head or am I a fake nigga? Because I could think about how I would feel about that at 25 versus how I feel about it now at 39. And at 39, the 39-year-old me want to see Ja Morant get suspended. I want to see that. Like, I have to see that. If that don't happen, I'm gonna be like Adam Silver, fuck nigga, the NBA fuck niggas, everybody associated with the situation, fuck niggas. I don't know. Maybe maybe the young niggas that watch this gonna be like, man, nigga, a whole ass nigga. But really, I'm not, dog. I really want to save y'all niggas.
I don't think anybody would feel that way for the. Well, I can't say anybody, but ironically, it seems like a lot of the consensus amongst younger cats is that I blowing the bag. That's the funny part. That the modern mindset is so concentrated on the bag. Anytime somebody get to a point where they look like they blowing the bag, you know what I mean? You're gonna be looked at as a clown eventually. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, we on the same page then.
We never at any point was like AI was blowing the bag when stuff was happening off the court. Even though a lot of the stuff wasn't stuff he was doing, but he had off the court problems. At no point were we like he blowing the bag. I think that started with Carmelo.
Yeah, okay. Okay. That's the reason why I want to see him get suspended. Because I feel like, or maybe he's just a country nigga that don't want to need nothing. He probably already bought his land. You know, he probably already copped the land that his people gonna live on. You know, he got a closet full of gear. That nigga probably don't even want shit.
I mean, regardless of what happened, he already worth $300 million. Like, if he never make another endorsement dollar, another NBA check, I mean, you know, or another deal, he gonna have to get the rest of his checks. But if he never get another deal or whatever, that nigga worth $300 million. Like, he fucking up the long-term bag, but in essence, he already got the bag. Like, you know, he fucked, you know, a billion, possibly one, you know, guy. He's still worth 300 M's for real. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, these niggas play 20 years, they billionaires.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what he fucking up. He fucking up the money for real, you know. Being the face of the NBA. Like, being the face of the NBA paid different. Like, you know, LeBron was making more off the NBA, I mean off the court than he was on the court for real. Like that face of the NBA endorsement money shit is real.
Well, the NBA contract itself, like if you are a top 10 nigga, if you get the max, if you get the super max, yeah, you get the super max. If you play 20 years, dog, you're a billionaire. A little short of it.
Well, you've made $1 billion.
Yeah, you made $1 billion. You should at least still be a fucking 100 millionaire.
And these niggas is coming out at 19 years old. I'm 30. Like right now, I'm 39. If I came out at 19, this would be my final season. This would be my final.
Then you got half that up.
20,
you gotta have.
Yo, in order to play 20 though, you gotta be squeaky clean.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's the problem I have with Ja. Like, come on, Ja. Like,
fucking up. Because they're not going to get him. Bruce talk about this shit a lot. They're not going to get him on the front end. Like, this little 20, 30 shit. Athleticism gone, but he still can play and not latching on nowhere. A la Melo, you know, a la Dwight Howard. Like, them niggas should still be in the league.
Shit is happening.
Not because
it's happening to Kyrie already.
Yep.
You know,
another place where I kind of point the finger at the NBA. I'm gonna take a little bit off Ja. What y'all say? I'm gonna throw Ja some deals.
Yo, real quick, yo, I need both of y'all to go out and come back in real quick because I think y'all frozen on the stream. I can't see y'all moving at all. All right, you back, right? My bad.
All right. the one place where I'm gonna point the finger at the NBA and not Ja is that the NBA really trying to like weed out veterans. You gotta have the 35, 36, 37-year-old nigga in the league. You gotta have them niggas, bro. You got to.
I don't see it go. All right. I don't think the NBA is trying to weed out veterans. They trying to weed out veterans that they feel as though can be detrimental to their locker room any way possible.
Blame the vets.
Like, look, all right. Look at the three main names that people was talking about over the last year or so: Carmelo Anthony, DeMarcus Cousins, and Dwight Howard. The league looks at them as either locker room problems, coach problems, or a combination of both of them.
You feel like Dwight Howard locker room problem?
It's some reason why other than
same with Melo. He just pissed some coaches or some GMs off somewhere.
I think it's got something to do with Dwight. I think it just got something to do with him talking. I don't think they like the shit he be saying for real. I don't know, but
I think he's gay. But other than that, I don't have a problem with nothing Dwight be talking about. I don't even have a problem with him being gay for real. But I just don't be locked in with what he got to talk about because I'm not locked in with that community.
You think the nigga gay, yo? I don't think the nigga gay, yo.
I think you're gay.
Man, he might like trannies.
Or something along them, yes, something peculiar about Dwight, like that ain't aligned with the way I operate with my day-to-day. I don't have no problem with it. Live your life, but I just don't align with it. So that
it could be.
You got a nigga I be friends with.
It could come around to the players then, yo. It might be players that don't want him around, y'all.
I think at the end of the day, that's what it is. And I was trying to say that because you look at a team like Memphis, you feel me? They on record multiple, but they on record multiple times, and they don't need a nigga like Dwight. They don't need a nigga like Melo. It's a reason they not in the league or whatever the fuck. It's really these players. They giving these younger niggas too much power. Like Ja and them running Memphis, like they running Memphis. They dictating the motherfucking a lot of them roster moves and shit like that. So they not ready bringing a vet if Ja don't want a vet. Like if Ja said, "Get me Melo," or bring Dwight in when that big man went down, Steven Adams, do that shit. Players one. Remember they had Iguodala. There's a reason Iggy ain't want to play with them niggas. But
Iggy not the vet we talking about, dude. Iggy not the vet. Iggy not the vet we talking about.
He would have been talking about him.
No, he not.
Why 35? Why is 30? All right, not Iggy this year or last year, but 34-year-old Iggy.
No. Iggy is a ball player, right? Iggy's a good basketball player. Even at 37, how old is Iggy? What, 38? Iggy around my age. He can still hoop. Iggy's a good player, but Iggy personality don't align with being a leader of young people. You understand what I'm saying? No, I can see you moving. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm frozen on one of the screens. That's why I was asking.
Nah, you moving. You move. You're a little choppy, but Bruce froze for sure. He's stuck. Anyway, Iggy not that kind of leader, right? Iggy is for the corporation. Here, Iggy a corporate guy. That's why he can't be the leader, because Iggy a company man.
Okay.
He a company man, and I know this for a fact because Chris Paul confirmed this. Another company man. That's why niggas don't like Chris Paul. Now you froze.
Yeah, that shit is on my end, yo. But
It's all good. It's all good.
last thing I was saying was you the type of vet you were talking about was a capable vet, one that's actually going to be playing and shit.
No, they don't even need a capable. They don't need a hooper. They need a nigga with a reputation for hooping. They need a nigga that they grew up respecting, that been a superstar, that's gonna be able to say, "Nah, young nigga, you wildin'." And they gonna be like, and they gonna
but the problem when you bring somebody like Melo in that regard is somebody like Ja might not necessarily at this point, since Melo is not going to be able to demonstrate it like he was at one point in time. A nigga like gonna be like, yo, you were never as good as me. I don't want to hear that shit.
Dog, hold on, Bruce.
And that's when Melo gonna be gone. What I'm saying is Ja the type nigga gonna tell Melo, I'm just as good as you ever been.
Hold on.
I've gotten just as far as you ever gotten. That's the type of shit that Ja. All right.
Hold on.
But he hasn't.
First off, he haven't. Right. But hold on.
He ain't never made it past the second round.
Melo is.
Denver did have that one time they made it to the conference finals. You're right.
Melo would be perfect for Denver. I mean, not for Denver, for Memphis. Melo would be perfect. Not Iggy. The point I was making before we got cut off, Iggy wouldn't be perfect simply because Iggy a company guy.
Yeah.
Like Chris Paul. And I know this confirmed because I just watched the Chris Paul interview on one of the podcasts, one of our competitors. He did. I just watched Chris Paul on one of our competitors' show. And Chris Paul was like, me and Iggy is the ones that orchestrated the bubble when everybody else was like, fuck that shit, we not playing. So that let me know Iggy is a company man. Iggy got a ring. Iggy got 2-3 rings, right?
I mean, Chris Paul was a long time. He was the long time NBA Player Association president for a while.
Right. No, I'm saying Iggy got the hardware to be like, yeah, if you want to win championships, follow me. But Iggy never had the star power that Ja Morant got.
I agree.
A nigga like Melo could be a living example.
Yeah, I get what y'all saying, but
another thing, Melo got more money than Ja, and that's what them niggas understand.
Yeah, like, I agree with that. I just don't think I don't think that NBA YoungBoy. Well, let me say this back. I think NBA YoungBoy gonna carry it just like the real NBA YoungBoy carries it, y'all. When it come to most niggas trying to talk sense to him.
Man, I just watched Jay Prince go to this nigga house. All the way in Utah. And I know for a fact that them two had problems. And I believe that Jay Prince bullied his way into those problems. And nigga still was able to come to your house and make you, talk to niggas and fix shit with niggas and whatever, whoop-de-whoop. Like, I feel like Melo got enough influence. These niggas grew up watching Melo. Melo was one of their favorite players growing up. Melo was Ja Morant's favorite player growing up, at least one of them. If he wasn't a brand guy, he was a Melo guy.
Maybe
that's one of his.
I can see it. I mean, I can see it. I can possibly see that.
And Melo money longer than Ja. Like, nigga, do you want to keep getting money? All right, well, this is where I fucked up at. Stop doing this stupid shit. Come on, you gonna roll with me. I got bitches. You gonna roll with me, nigga. And I'm gonna sit your ass still. And you're gonna go out there and be a superstar and you're gonna win us a ring and I can finally get a ring. Nigga, I'm gonna rock with you.
Well, with all that said, but I don't think Melo is that type of leader. I think in this situation, I think Melo would wing Ja Morant. And I think Carmelo, going back to what we were saying before with Carmelo, how he started his career with the stop stitching thing and messing up a lot of opportunities that he had, I think that would be the perfect example for Ja to look at. Be like, boy, I made a lot of money off the court, but not as much money.
Mm-hmm. Melo could put that nigga right where the deodorant go. Put him right where the deodorant go. And be like, you coming with me. I got you. And we would have no problems. You need a nigga like that in the locker room, though. If you don't have a nigga like look at what Haslam doing for the Heat. Haslam don't even touch the fucking floor. But I know he be in niggas. I know he be on niggas' ass in that locker room. I know he do. I know he be on niggas' ass in that locker room. Like, nigga, you not about to fuck around.
But he accompanied nigga in the sense that you just said Iggy was.
Who, Haslam?
Yes. That nigga is Pat Riley, motherfucking right hand man.
But Pat Riley ain't a company coach. Company GM, company nothing. Pat Riley ain't company.
Regardless, he Haslam is Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra in full.
Yeah, but you got to think about the I agree with that. But you got to think about the type of guys these people are. When shit try to get past, that the overall league is like, yes, Pat Riley is one of them niggas that be like, fuck that. Pat Riley not a company guy. He not a company leader. No, Pat Riley not a company leader. Pat Riley not doing what's best for the NBA, doing what's best for the Heat.
But he still lead the Heat, and Haslam still do what Pat Riley say is best for the Heat. If Haslam, if Pat Riley come to Haslam and he like, yo, go spaz on Hero or something like that, because he went to the club night or some shit like that, or 2 weeks, some shit that Haslam might not agree with. Haslam still gonna go do it.
No. That's what you want the vet to do. That's exactly
right. So why would Iggy be any worse than Haslam?
Bro, Haslam's a street nigga.
I believe the difference is
2 minutes.
The Heat, the mythical Heat culture is the difference in that Haslam is a part of the representation of that culture.
In line with his character.
Right, I understand. Yeah, it does. But at the same time, Iggy, first of all, is a journeyman. They might bring Iggy in to attempt to do that. It's already known when you come into Miami itself that Haslam is an ingrained part. That Haslam is an ingrained part of what's going on around here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that harkens to what you're saying about, you know what I mean, him being a Dade County nigga or Florida nigga, him being having a reputation as being a no nonsense guy, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It even goes down to how the nigga look. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a different situation than any other situation in the league with Haslam and Miami. Like, Miami literally doesn't even need the guy you that you talking about, because he's out into the system. You know what I mean? Even as he becomes an assistant coach, it's still gonna be the same situation. They don't have to bring in a veteran presence. You know what I mean?
But they have another guy. That's like that as well. That's on the court. That's getting buckets, and that's Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is like that.
Yeah.
Well, Memphis got a guy. I really liken Ja Morant to Iverson, just way more reckless. Ja Morant need a nigga like Melo.
Iverson career might die. Or he was Detroit after that.
He really need Melo, because Melo a nigga with a rep for doing things the right way and the wrong way. Melo did things the right way and the wrong way.
Melo had a couple hiccups starting his career off and never did anything, quote, the wrong way again. I think it's a lot different than Ja.
Mello on record saying, I went into David Stern's office and this nigga said, I know who you hang with. I know what y'all be doing. And if you want to be here, you need to stop.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what the fuck Mello did.
I know niggas ain't in the chat disrespecting Mello, yo. Fuck you mean what he did right? Mello ain't never get in trouble off the court. Mello had that one mishap with stop snitching, and then he smacked the shit out of a nigga on the court. And then other than that, he ain't never get in trouble.
Yeah, that off the court shit with his chick. But, I mean, niggas
Mello gets no credit for that smack the shit.
Mello don't get credit for that?
He dropped the nigga. He was in his face.
I remember Mello. I remember Mello swinging on a nigga and running after that.
He running backpedal with his fists up.
I mean,
that's when we gave Mello to New York after that. I remember. Well, yeah, y'all can have him.
I ain't trying to hear that, yo. I ain't trying to
fucking with you, yo.
I don't want that negativity, yo.
Nah, Mello good people, man. Mello good people. The problem with Mello is Mello
smacked the shit out of nigga on the court. It ain't too many NBA
this
niggas
shit is
that smack on the court.
This shit pure smack, right? Not no more. Not within the last 20 years. There haven't been many. This pure smack right here. This simply lemonade shit.
Mello ain't want to come off the bench for a hot second.
That's a myth. It's legit.
No, he said it in.
He said
it. No, he said it.
He said in his interview. He said a coach one coach never asked him to come off.
He also said I'm not a come off the bench type nigga.
He said that in the media when they asked him a dumbass question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. He laughed at the prospect.
He never. So that's what I'm saying. Niggas think that he said he laughed at a repeat shit while he was still started, and then after he laughed, he even said, "If the coach comes and he gets to why me coming off the bench is better, I would do it." But niggas they didn't see that clip. All they saw was him chuckling at the nigga when he asked him if he off the bench, like came off the bench.
Right.
Like, man, one of the best spot up shooters in the league the last 5 years. Talking about.
He ain't one of the best spot up shooters.
No, he was. Look at the numbers.
He wasn't. I ain't got to look.
I ain't got to argue that.
All right. So listen.
Hello, my guy. I fuck with Mello. I ain't got to
keep going.
40%. Fuck you, Bruce.
Yeah, no. He did become one of the better spot up shooters. But coming off of Zion paying holes to the
about the Miami
Travis Rudolph acquittal.
Chicago situation. Huh?
No, to the Travis Rudolph acquittal. For those who are unfamiliar with the situation, Travis Rudolph was did he play in the NFL? I know he played at Florida State.
I thought he made it to the league.
A cup of tea in the NFL. I think he was like one of, ironically, the Panthers.
Big Slime. You talking about Travis Big Slime Rudolph?
Travis Big Slime Rudolph. So what happened was a chick that he was dealing with. No, I'm just recapping it for anybody that might be listening and don't know what happened. A chick that he was banging at one point in time. Apparently, a similar situation to the Zion situation. Apparently, he took another chick serious, stopped messing with her. She happened to be married, the chick that in question. So what she does is in previous accounts, she said that he had attacked her. When ultimately it came out that she was the aggressor in the situation, due to Ring camera footage.
Like most these hoes.
Right. And what she did was she weaponized her brothers out of jealousy of not being able to deal with this man. And she weaponized her brothers, and I quote, to go shoot his shit up. Her brothers go to quote, and this is a direct quote of the chick, to go shoot his shit up, and what happens is Travis Rudolph shoot they shit up. And
Big Slime.
I believe
Travis Big Slime Rudolph.
I believe one was injured and one was unalived. One was unalived.
He let
and
out
in the trial,
48 of them things.
48 of them. 48 of them. And King Rudolph. No, King Trav. We don't call him King Trav. King Trav was acquitted of all charges. And this whore was in the courtroom talking about, I ain't tell them to shoot him, to kill him. The judge literally said, or the prosecutor literally said, what does shoot his shit up mean? And she gonna say, shoot everything except for him.
I'm gonna let you take it first, Crab.
My whole issue is, yo, she sent a hit, yo. Sending a hit is a crime, yo.
It is.
Since when sending a hit not a crime?
Right.
She is supposed to be locked up right now, waiting for bail with charges of attempted murder, yo.
Talk your shit, brother.
No, as a matter of fact, if you wanna
commit murder,
actually, if you wanna really get down to it, she's responsible for the death of her brothers. So she really should be charged with murder.
I gotta get access to the sound effects, man.
If
we missed like 5 deep noise.
That's for us to stop the damn what's the name. We gonna
drop the gem on it.
That's what we do. But it's hard for me to drop gems on myself. That's like masturbation pause.
Hey man.
So like real talk. Like if I send somebody or pump somebody up to go hit somebody, yo, and they find out and that court find out, they're gonna charge me with murder, yo.
Yep.
She emotionally put money on that man's head, yo. She emotionally put money on that man's head, yo. With emotional currency. It's more than one type of currency.
That's probably why they didn't charge her.
You got sexual currency, you got currency, you got just straight relationship equity currency. Like, that's my man, we go like that. So you got that type of currency. Is more than one type of currency, yo. And she used the emotional currency that she has with her brother to put that emotional currency on that man's head, yo.
Yep.
Anybody got anything to add on that?
I do, but I'm gonna let Crab talk his shit first.
I don't really have nothing to add on it. Go ahead and do your thing.
Let me drop my last popcorn. All right. I never took the time out to learn Shorty's name. For good reason, right? I try not to learn scumbags' names. I just avoid them altogether. Old girl is a piece of shit, and I hope you see this. I hope you fucking rot in hell. I'm glad your brother got slimed out. And I hope this be a lesson to all women.
I feel bad for Main Man, but he should have known better. Go ahead.
I don't. I'm glad he got slimed out.
Like I wonder. Sorry for the interruption. I wonder if fuck that, because they know that their sister is married. They know her sister's husband.
I'm glad he got slimed out.
So we're gonna get to that in a second.
Like, all things considered. First of all, why you not checking your sister about the activity she in? Like, oh, you want me to go ride on your side, nigga? Why you
and
got
you
a
married,
side?
and you got a
He
husband.
was married.
You got a husband. You want me to ride on your side, nigga? Whatever you saying happened to you might just be your fucking karma. If you saying this nigga did you something, maybe you deserve this, sis, because you fucking over your husband. I'm definitely not going to shoot homeboy shit up. I'll punch him down for you. I'll punch him down if he put his hands on you. I'll punch him down, but I'm not going to shoot his shit up. You understand?
See this the thing about it. It even get tough because this nigga gotta know his sister. He gotta know her, right? He knows she ain't right. He knows she the type that put her hands on a man.
I got
So at the end of the day, if that particular sister or woman comes to you and said, this dude put his hands on me, and she not, and even especially if she not physically fucked up, you understand what I'm saying? You still have to contemplate the fact that she was the aggressor in the situation before you run over there and think about it. I'm not saying you're gonna lose the fight, but you could possibly get fucked up in the fight, or still happen what happened. Going over there thinking you gonna avenge her by putting hands on somebody.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna catch you out in the traffic. I'm not going in no nigga house. That's a no-go for me. I'm not going. I live in a stand your ground state. I'm never going to a nigga house. Any nigga that dropped their address like this where I'm at, pull up. I'm never coming there. I'm asking to die.
Yo, nigga gonna have a barricade and an arm up for your ass, nigga.
I'm asking to die at that point.
Nigga, I'm putting landmines out for your dumb ass, all kinds of shit,
yo. I'm asking to die. I'm not doing it. But what I will do is catch your puss ass out in traffic. And if I catch you in traffic, I'm trying to, I don't want to get the stream fucked up. But that's a different conversation. But I'm never pulling up to no nigga address. If nigga be like, I'm 1717 Main Street. Bitch, you can stay right there. You can't come off Main Street no more, though. You feel me?
Yeah,
now you can't come off Main Street. Yeah, that's where we at with it. Stay on Main Street. Don't come off that motherfucker, though. Because I'm all around that bitch. But I'm never coming to Main Street 1717 because I'm asking to die at that point. So that's why I say I'm glad our brother got slimed out. You want to go to the nigga house and shit, you tough guy. You Iron Chest Charlie, right? Bet. Bet. Take this L. Now you gotta, I'm the nigga with the bag. Now you gotta bury your people. So go talk to your husband and ask him how much money he got to bury your brother. Because you can sit around some shit.
Right. If he didn't know, but that's the wild part, yo. Like, if a woman shouldn't be doing nothing, she can't call her husband to help for, yo. It's like it's no activity that she should be doing. God under the laws of marriage that she can't call. So you know it's the ultimate fuck up if a man put his hands on you and you can't call your husband about it.
Exactly. Like, I'm not even married. And my baby mamas could call me for whatever.
Right.
And I'm gonna ride. Now if your new nigga, if you in an altercation with your new nigga, y'all gonna work that out. But like my baby mamas could call me for shit. You feel me?
My son mother love calling me the motherfucker.
So just imagine if
my baby father smacked the shit out. Stop doing that.
Just imagine though if I was one of their husbands.
Right.
You feel me? Like we pulling up, we active.
Right. So if a woman, you know it's the scumbag of the earth type shit if she can't call her husband for help on it.
Bingo.
So I think on that, Miami going home.
Yep, I got a pistol. Hold on.
Do we need to
hold up? Yeah,
Or
Keep going.
on that one?
That's a formality. Miami game in Denver, because for some dumbass reason they play better on the road than they do at home. But they might in Denver 6 max.
You think? Do you think Denver going?
If Denver come out and they put their foot on their neck early, I could see Denver letting and Miami creeping back and winning one close.
It could happen. But I just believe that at this point, Miami just need more people at this point. Like, that Aaron Gordon problem is too big of a problem in my eyes.
Hooks was saying all they need is Tyler Hero.
Nah. I just believe that they just like Bam and Aaron Gordon kind of should be matched up. Make any sense? You know what I mean? Like, like physical profiles. You know what I mean? So the fact that if Bam if the roles were reversed, imagine if the roles were reversed, people could see it a little better. Imagine if Bam was playing power forward for the Nuggets. You know what I mean? That's literally what's happening right now with Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is Bam level right now in the playoffs.
I'm sorry, fellas. I laugh every time the Be More Gooch comment. That fucking name just cracks me up, though. Shout out to the Gooch, though. You heard me?
To the
my man G right there.
The crazy thing is, if you want to compare them to Aaron Gordon to Bam, Bam ain't really outplaying Aaron Gordon. Like,
well, I mean, that's my yeah. That's the whole point. You know what I mean? And then you worried about Bam.
They both got 2 games.
Yeah,
game 1.
And Bam has pretty much been their best player, yo.
Yeah, now Bam been on this shit. I'm not trying to take nothing away from Bam. I'm just saying, like, you do that matchup, Bam would win, but a crazy margin on that. That shit, wow. Denver.
Well, no, I'm just saying that they're a matchup. Like Bam, I'm saying that Bam has been consistently Miami's best player in the finals, and
yes,
the Nuggets' really fourth option is matching Miami's best player. And then you throwing fucking Murray and Jokic on top of that shit. So it's just they just highly outmatched. You know what I mean? Like Miami's Miami's heart is making it seem like an inspirational series is going on, and I actually
fans is making it feel like an inspirational situation.
Yeah. Well, I made a post about that too. I said Miami is the definition of playing their little hearts out. That crowd really cheers like they will them back. If you listen to the games by just the crowd audio, you would think this is a series.
I mean, it was a series until last night.
Let's get to what we came here for, because this shit is over with.
All right, so we going?
Keep going.
So we back to it again. This hip hop top 50 groups of all time by Billboard.
The good shit.
By Billboard. So we back at it again. numbers 40 through 39 is heating up. It's on fire, and it's getting a little controversial around her. Let me see if I can get this up on the screen real quick.
It's burning hot. We on fire. Shorty, take it up.
Number 40, Onyx, y'all.
Snub.
Turn the roof up, this motherfucker.
That's rape.
Number 40, Onyx.
No, I can't use that word. That is sexual assault.
They don't even want you to use that. That's
Great.
That's brutal.
I like
that's grape. That's brutalization.
Like
all right.
Yeah, this is no
Onyx
good.
at 40. I definitely is no way that I thought Onyx was gonna be no lower than in the top 30, yo. Personally.
Right.
I mean I just didn't see it. Onyx was a whole movement. Crev, I hate the you had to be there type thing. I'm gonna say you two kids.
No, don't say me, because I was there.
Okay.
I was there.
Well, all right. Well, Crev, this is definitely one of those you gotta be there thing to see niggas cutting their head bald. And I think I mentioned it last time. Onyx made Mosh Pit music, yo. They was really a movement at one point in time. So that top 30 is really gonna have to wow me after we finish these. Put it like that. That top 30 is going to have to surprise and wow me after these right here that we going up, yo. This 39, yo. It's gonna have to wow me.
Onyx got fucked.
See.
All right, move. Go ahead. My bad, Craig. Go ahead.
I situation. I don't know niggas. It's prefer, and I know him more than a rapper. So
that should speak volumes.
And you know Sticky Fingers too.
Was able to respawn as actors.
Well, yeah, I know Sticky Fingers too, but also more for being an actor.
Yeah.
So
they claim Fredro Starr claims that they're the reason Michael Jordan went bald.
No, the years off. That was already disproved, yo.
No, I know it's cap, but that just lets you know.
But it's definitely they are.
The fact that two of them niggas went on to become successful in another medium is enough, for me to understand that it was huge at one point. So
bingo. That was the point I was making. That's enough. That should be enough to speak on the influence.
I mean, y'all ain't got no debates for me.
And at the very least, that's enough to put them over a couple of these groups that they got ahead of them, even on the 40 through 39.
Right.
And
so I ain't looking at the list yet, so I'm looking at it fresh.
All right, cool. 39, Slum Village. I wish Will was here because he'll give you a little more insight on Slum Village. But Slum Village, I'm going to say almost 100% because of Jay Dilla. And Jay Dilla is your favorite producer's favorite producer. He's
so
for,
that's
you know
why
what I mean? Like,
it's going with Slum Village okay with being here because I feel like they're too high. But if we're going off Jay Dilla impact, then I can understand that. But as a group, I feel like they're a little too high.
Should be right. They should be further back.
that was my thing. Like, I don't have a problem with Slum Village being present on the list, but they should not be ranked over. Like, some of the people belong on the list. They're just in the wrong slot.
Yeah. All right. So we gonna get to the order of this shit real quick. All right. So Slum Village. I think all of us kind of in agreement with what's going on with Slum Village. They belong, but they don't belong here. And here we. After much, yo, I should have had it loaded up, yo. But after
they really made a broke anthem.
After much malign, and much complaint, the big timers made it, Kev. What you guys
They
say
watching
about
our
that?
shit, bro. They fucking watching our shit. Them niggas was not on this list, bro. I'm positive. They watching our shit. We under surveillance, bro. We under surveillance.
I mean,
If
it's
you
easy
here
to do.
now,
Cut the check.
consider yourself an OG. Because we about to take off, bro. They watching our shit.
Cut the fucking check. That's all I
It
want.
ain't no fucking way the big timers was on this list until niggas started saying they deserve some notoriety. Come on, man. They watching.
I feel the big timers, unless they got the Hot Boys higher, should be higher.
I think the Hot Boys gonna end up being higher now.
They have
Now
to
that
be.
the big,
If
now
for
that the
no
big,
other reason,
because you remember what I said. I thought they was just gonna try to lump them all under the Hot Boy or Cash Money.
Right.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. But now that they have the big timers, I'm almost certain that the Hot Boys are probably gonna pop up on the next 10.
They got it. Wait, no, I don't
Next
agree with
10?
that. If they pop up on the next 10, that's bad.
That's
They
disrespectful.
should be that's a top
20, top 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool with big timers. They made a lot of hits. What's his name? Manny Fresh was the go to studs in the early 2000s.
That's cool.
So impact. It was a movement for real. Like I said,
it was Manny Fresh and Boosie.
Yeah,
Manny Fresh and Boosie.
Manny Fresh. Every time I see Manny Fresh, that's all I can think of is a bull dank. Say they like I said earlier, they legit made a song about being broke, and that song became one of the biggest songs in I don't know the world, the country.
Manny Fresh is a good guy, yo.
You say Manny Fresh is a good guy?
He is a good guy.
He looked like he'd come in and take care of your kids at the ain't shit baby father ran off on you, and he's gonna hit you with that strap.
Nah, he ain't no sucking. He ain't no sucking ass.
No, I'm not saying he's
the ultimate step.
He's just a genuine.
Yeah. My bad. It was a point I was making about Zion too, yo. Since he mentioned Step Dykes, sorry to go back so far, but Shorty got a kid, right? The one he having a baby by, right?
Mm-hmm.
She already got a kid. I believe. Nope. I believe that dudes that had great stepfathers make great stepfathers, yo. And also more willing stepfathers. You understand what I'm saying? That's but back to what we saying. Manny Fresh do look like he do look like an awesome step dyke, yo.
I wasn't saying he's not a good dude, Major. I'm just saying he legit fit the profile of a stud that'll come in and pick up with an shit nigga like off.
I can see
it. But I love their music, State, what is it? Still fly. They got number one stunner. They got bangers for real.
Get your roll on.
I got to see where the Hot Boys land. Because like I said, I feel like they're a little too low. It's another group I saw y'all talking about earlier. I got to see where they land at before I say whether or not they too low. So
I think big timers are in a good spot.
I'll allow it. I thought they weren't gonna make it.
MJ getting graped G.
Now I got a problem.
That's the group. That's the group that I saw y'all talking about, but I ain't know where they landed. I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
So for all the like for all the energy and hype, I was like, yeah, they showed the big timers love. Because remember on the last pod, I was like, the big timers deserve to be on this list. I don't know if they're gonna be on here. I doubted that they was even gonna be present.
You said they wasn't gonna be on here.
Right.
You absolutely said they wasn't gonna be on here.
I know, and then we was like, me and you ended up agreeing that they'll do some shit, some whole ass shit where they like lump them together.
Right.
All right. For all the excitement that I got for seeing the big timers make this list, it all got zapped away when I saw 8Ball and MJG right in front of them.
Yeah.
They stole the big timers thunder with this po ass move. I personally,
and I think I said earlier that Onyx should both of these groups should be higher than they are. Yes. Onyx, I believe Onyx and 8Ball MJG, because they only two or three spots away. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give the same complaint for both of them that they shouldn't even be in this 10. Like I said, these next 30s is gonna have to wow me, yo. Like it's gonna have to be like, oh, all right, now I see, but I just can't. I'm almost had to agree with Kev that is going to be some heavy East Coast bias, yo, going on to where those going to push too many groups back, yo.
Yep, I think what they're trying to do.
I don't agree with none of this. Like,
I think they acknowledge that the South got quality groups, but I really feel like they're just dusting off the South groups real quick. And they're gonna show some bias, because I know I'm gonna see Dub C, like the West Coast connection. I'm gonna see them on this list,
and they're gonna deserve it.
But they don't deserve to be in front of 8Ball and MJG.
I'm gonna say that they belong around the same. They gonna belong around the same area.
It's a different tier that these groups are in.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. I believe that they should be in the same tier probably, y'all. But not this far back.
I got 8Ball and MJG a little bit in front of West Coast connection.
I mean, if you got them in front of them, I don't have a problem, but I do believe they're the same tier, and that should be a tier or two up. But once again, I got to see how they're going.
It's it's disrespectful to me. They your favorite rapper. Or your favorite rap group, like
right.
You know that shit is really disrespectful, and I don't even know who the fuck the hieroglyphics is, so y'all gonna have to educate me.
It's decisions like this that make me ask, what's the criteria?
I'm gonna say the hieroglyphics 100% don't belong here. As somebody who is highly familiar with the quote unquote golden era, I think they got them here because I guess they were a top 20 golden era act. That's why they on this list. But you want to have them on this list. I'm not putting them above the Kid and Plays and all of them of the world. These are the type cats that if you're gonna put them on a list, they belong at the very end for the simple fact of even in their prime, they weren't even really a household name.
You can have me on record saying this, man. Fuck the hieroglyphics.
And it's all good. Like all right,
I don't even know what it is.
I can put it like. I sat here and said to Krev that Jay Dilla, he's heard of Jay Dilla before, but even if you go further, be like, all right, he your favorite. Jay Dilla is basically Kanye, the nigga Kanye patterned this shit after, low key. You know what I mean? By saying that is understood what Slum Village mean to the game. You know what I mean? These niggas not Slum Village, yo. They don't even have the Slum Village at Slum Village. They closer to Lil Brother, but they don't even have a Fonte.
Fuck them niggas, man.
You know what I mean? They don't even have a Fonte. It's gonna be some people that argue, and every last one of them is going to be an East Coast hip hop purist. All right,
Fuck them niggas.
Okay.
Far Side.
I fuck with him.
School me. School
I fuck
me.
with him. I fuck with him, and I fuck with. I fuck with him, and I fuck with him where they at.
West Coast lyrical golden era music that wasn't gang. Far Side and Passing Me By is such an iconic hit.
Elite.
That I think even people younger than Crave recognize Passing Me By.
Maybe if I hear it.
The beat cool, but that's not my favorite song from him. I like Running better.
Yeah, I like that joint too. I like that joint too.
Keep running away. Yeah, like
Yeah,
they belong.
That's
in
them. That's
yeah,
them.
Yeah.
Okay. Can somebody say a few words from the
right
song so I can say if I know it?
The hook. She keep passing me by.
Yeah. I fuck with them. Yeah, I like they belong on the list, bro. They belong on the list.
I like Major songs better though.
I like Running.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Passing Me By. I just had that cold ass Quincy
School
Jones
Me.
beat.
Y'all school me.
Brand new.
Fuck out of here.
Jump up to get beat down. It ain't nothing but a beat down. Come on, y'all.
Niggas gotta go. Niggas gotta go,
Okay.
bro.
I'm telling you, I know songs. I don't know these older, acts names.
All right.
No,
All right.
you gotta go, bro.
Punks jump up to get
like
beat
that
down.
song, but it ain't.
Love me or leave me alone.
I don't even know that.
All right. If you listen to Love Me or Leave Me Alone right now, you'll probably understand what they mean to niggas.
I'll listen tonight.
I'ma say, and then you got this nigga Grand Pooba right there, all the way to the left, y'all.
Is that a nigga that was raping people?
No. Grand Pooba. No, that's Lil Jamal. Lil Jamal all the way to the right. Grand Pooba all the way to the left.
I'm talking about this. Yeah, the nigga on the right got a podcast. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah. The nigga all the way to the left. The nigga all the way to the left. The nigga all the way to the left, Grand Pooba, is probably one of the nicest niggas ever, yo.
In what?
Rapping. He's one of the original talking about clothes fresh nigga. Like, it's on record. This nigga putting Tommy Hilfiger on the map with his bars. He one of them type niggas. You know what I mean?
I fuck with it, but nigga don't belong on the list though.
Okay.
Nah, Brand Nubian definitely belongs on the list. If you wanna say they don't belong here, Kev, I'm not gonna fight with you, but out of some of these other acts, they definitely belong, yo. Like I can't argue against Brand Nubian at all at this spot. You know what I mean? All right, let's put it like this.
He's not just a podcast nigga, he actually rap. Okay.
I'm gonna go run these niggas shit tonight.
He got the Lil Jamal got the hardest verse on Punks Jump Up to Get Beat Down. And Love Me or Leave Me Alone. But Goody Mob up next.
Okay. Goody Mob was like the antithesis to Outkast. It's a good ass word. Shout out to me.
Hold up.
They was I don't know if they're in a good spot. I think they should be a tad bit higher, especially when you factor in the fact that CeeLo went on to become one of the biggest pop. Like that's they impact CeeLo sound. They weren't they part of like the what's that word?
The Dungeon.
Yeah, there we go.
They definitely part of the Dungeon family.
Yeah, you know, they just ingrained in like the story of hip hop. You know, y'all know I'm big on that shit. Like, so you can't really necessarily tell a story of like these groups of hip hop and shit like that without mentioning Goody Mob. So like they 33, like you said earlier, like these next 30 gotta be man.
So let's take a look at something, fellas. Oh wait.
All right. So I'm gonna say I agree that the Goody Mob so far, I think MJG and 8 Ball should be ahead of the Goody Mob. You don't think so?
I like 8 Ball and MJG a lot, but nah.
I personally believe. All right, this I say that. It's a tough one.
Wait, hold on, whoa. Repeat your question. You said 8 Ball and MJG should be ahead of Goody Mob?
When I say ahead of them, let's say right now, 8 Ball MJG was next at 32.
Oh, I agree with that, bro.
I
agree with that. But I feel like 8 Ball and MJG and Goody Mob are ranked way too low. Way too low.
All right, yeah, I can agree.
I could do that.
Yeah, give me Ball and G over Goody Mob.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
But I'm not mad at. I wouldn't be mad at 8 Ball and MJG being right after them at the next number. I'm not upset at that, but I'm just being particular at the moment. Yeah,
if I made this list, Goody Mob would probably be somewhere around 26, and 8 Ball and MJG would be somewhere around 18.
All right, I would like
far apart.
All right, whenever y'all get a chance, start compiling y'all shit so we can bring our shit together.
All right.
Start compiling y'all shit. We're going to bring our shit together.
I can't do that. We would definitely have to do everything with us. Like, because I can't.
Nope. This is how we're going to do it this time. We're not going to do the error thing this time because each of us going to have our own personal error biases anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So make safety, and then we going to come together with our list and start breaking it down.
I'd rather just clean this shit up.
I'm gonna give you about.
Well, if that's all you got, that's good. You know what I mean? I don't want you to stretch and start researching. You know what I mean? Next up, 2 Live Crew. I have no problem with 2 Live Crew being in front of everybody they've been in front of so far.
I do. I have a problem with being in front. I don't have a problem with them being at number 32.
Hey, we want some.
I can't name one group so far that we've seen that's more iconic than 2 Live Crew. I just can't do it.
That's
I agree with that.
So that's why. See, if we start getting into complete catalogs and who's better at this point, it kind of throws off, you know what I mean, the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like
8 Ball and MJG ain't as iconic as 2 Live Crew. But you say you don't want to get into who better, but we kind of have to. The catalogs speak for themselves.
So,
2 Live Crew is cool at 32 off Star Power, and the influence because they really pioneered. All right, so the bling era and the stunting and being flashy and having women, like twerking and all of that is them.
So
no 2 Live Crew, no high balls.
As somebody that's younger, like out of all the older groups that was posted, I know more of 2 Live Crew songs or the hits or whatever for real. I know more about their impact and shit like that. So I don't think I'm okay with them being over everybody, especially 8 Ball and JG.
They are the first Southern group.
Yeah, so that's why I said I have no problem with them being ahead of any of the groups we've seen so far. It's more problems with where a couple of these groups are. That's why I said this shit heating the fuck up.
Yeah, it's 3 of them. I think this the 3rd one. Because you got 8 Ball, MJG, I think Goody Mob.
Now, as a huge BDP fan and as a huge KRS fan, Boogie Down Productions is KRS-One. We have wasted Billboard. You have wasted another spot on your list by putting BDP on here separately and then having KRS-One. Because if you're going to include Miss Melody as the other rapper, it disqualifies Boogie Down Productions. Nobody thinks of BDP of anything other than KRS-One production and a DJ. They don't belong.
Get them out of here.
Get them out of here. They didn't wasted a spot, yo. And is upset because it could have been
you gotta go completely off the list.
Completely off the list. KRS-One was in the top 10 of rappers. And since they wanna lick Pete Rock balls, pause, Rock and see how smooth on here, and they want to squeeze Heavy D on the list. Now they playing games and they throwing the whole list off. They got like 4 or 5 groups so far, 4 groups so far that don't even belong on here because they not rap groups. They rap acts. They're rapper, dancers, DJs. Nah, son. But Miss Melody was on Self-Destruction though. She did a good job on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, they don't know enough. They don't know enough sub. First of all, the South got majority of the group acts, and they don't know enough of them.
All right, so let's see if we can predict kind of what's coming up next.
I don't think I can with a list. I don't think I can. Where's my notebook? Give me a sec. Let me find my notebook.
Cause I think they're gonna stop. If that 10 was controversial, I think we about to see a Mobb Deep or something coming up in this next 10. I think we about to see a Mobb Deep or somebody like that in the next. They gonna put G Unit in the next 10. G Unit going next 10. Trying to think who else. I'm gonna tell you who had hella potential though, yo. Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan, yo. Them niggas had potential, yo, as a group, yo.
Yeah. I don't know why they well, I know why, but you know, they was the shit. Forget what they little situation, what they was calling themselves. But yeah, them little mixtapes they had, you know, they was fire. My man Quan had a sound, and then they got rid of him, and well, he still make music, but then he faded, and Quando Rondo came up, and they had the same sound, and now Quando Rondo gone, and I'm pretty sure it's somebody out there that sounds just like both of them niggas that's hot right now.
Right. I want to ask this question when Kev get back.
I'm back. Unpopular opinion. Super unpopular opinion.
What's that?
G Unit don't even make the list, bro.
I think they're gonna be in the next 10.
Nope.
I think they're
G-Unit
gonna
don't
be
make the list.
the next. I think they're gonna be on the next 10
One album?
and mixtapes. I think they're gonna be in the next 10. Watch.
They won't. All right, if G-Unit make it, if G-Unit make it, Dipset won't.
They should. Not on this list. I'm upset.
Is Drake and Young Money gonna be on there?
Yeah. They won't. They won't be on it either.
Yes, they are. Young Money is definitely gonna be on there. Drake. Is Drake and Future considered a rap group?
Nope.
If they was, they'd be one of the best. That was a rap group.
So it's not like a Red Meth thing.
Nah.
Even though Red Meth will be on here.
I don't think Red Meth gonna be on here.
Shit. Red Meth from the East Coast, right?
Red Meth so fire, right?
They be on here.
I didn't know Method Man was in Wu-Tang at first.
Dang.
That's how I learned about Method Man.
I don't think that. I think for the same reason that Drake and Future won't be considered. Red Meth won't be considered. Now they pulled this BDP shit like, BDP was first before KRS was considered. Before KRS was considered.
Red Meth got multiple albums, bro.
I thought Future and Drake did too.
Just one.
I thought they had two. Oh no, I thought they had two, so I take that back then. I thought they had multiple. Well, I think Red Meth only got them niggas only got one album, yeah.
They got Blackout 2.
Okay. And what they like 20 years apart or something like that?
Something like that, huh?
That second one don't count, yo.
Yeah, it was good.
It don't matter. It don't matter if it was good.
What you mean? It was good. The Blackout 2 was really good.
They just Drake and Future did have.
It was past its time though. Method Man made a lot of good music. There's a couple acts and couple rappers that made a lot of good music over the last 20 years that made no impact, but it was good. Like Nas, like he came out of nowhere and made an impact real quick. But for the most part, yo, the legacy acts, yo, they don't make an impact. Yo, a lot of them are better than they was when they was in their prime. It's just the fact that they're not impactful. Go back to that. Say again.
Was those albums 20 years apart?
Probably not 20, more like 15 or something like that.
When the first Blackout came out,
it wasn't no later than 2000, was it?
I about to say like 99, right?
Yeah.
Let
me see something.
Y'all like 15 years apart. Yep.
When the second one come out?
Like 2016, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
wait, 2009.
Oh, 2009. That's not that bad. It's still wasn't impactful.
Why that shit feel like fucking way later?
Because it don't matter when it dropped. The sound had already changed drastically by 2009 to where as though that it wasn't impactful.
Nah, it was kind of caught up with the times though, bro.
No, they wasn't, yo. They was just good, yo. They was just great.
Nah, bro, the production sound like modern shit. It was caught up with the times, bro.
All right. I mean, they talked about getting high, and that was a good get high era. So I mean, I guess, yo, but I just don't remember that shit impacting y'all. Like, Shit was
No, it ain't
changing a
land.
lot.
It ain't land like it was supposed to. It ain't land. It landed for me though.
Yeah. Like I can go listen to that shit right now and it'll be brand new. That shit be hard as shit to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, but throw some groups out there. Like we know something that's gonna be on there. I just think like them like somebody like Mobb Deep is definitely gonna pop up in his next 10, yo.
Mobb Deep is top 20, and I don't even like Mobb Deep.
They definitely top 20, but I think because of these motherfuckers, I think they're gonna pop up in the they gonna have him in the top 20. They definitely gonna have Mobb Deep in the top 20. Let me take that back.
No, I don't even like Mobb Deep. I'm on record saying this multiple times. The nigga's not that nice to me.
Yeah,
I like Havoc on the beats. Havoc beats be cold.
Their second, third, and fourth albums was just they was masterpieces, yo. Them motherfuckers was fire, yo.
I don't like the niggas. Mobb Deep, Wu, Outkast, Bone Thugs.
All of them are top 5 to top 20 that you just named.
Okay.
If they got any of those out of the top 20, they completely wildin'. You know what I mean? They completely wildin'. We can say they ain't put no thought until we can say they just threw all the groups in after 30. They just start throwing all the rest of the groups in that they think they missed. But if they got the wrong groups out of the top 20, yo, they bugging.
Fucking Hot Boys will be in his top 30. And I think they top 22. Nah.
Hot Boys is definitely top 20.
Yep. UGK, they'll be in this next list.
Okay. You know, I'm mad I ain't see the Young Guns on the list because I know they ain't gonna be on here now.
Nah, Young Guns is not gonna be on there, son. Young Chris, they left Young Chris off, yo. They had a lot of potential though.
Will State Property be on there though?
Whew.
So, not at this point.
Nah.
Because I can think of 30 who better.
Nah.
Will Dipset be on this list? Because they definitely belong.
Yes, Dipset is going to be on there.
Dipset not on this list, I'm fighting.
Dipset gonna be on there.
Nigga, I see me.
Just like I think G Unit about to come up.
Will the Locks be top 5?
No.
Will the Migos be on this list?
Migos gonna be top 10 to 5.
They better be top 10.
Ain't that our bet?
They're gonna be top. What was the bet? Top 10, right?
Yeah, you said top 10. I said they ain't gonna make top 10.
Yeah,
they gotta be top
Migos,
10. Especially
top 10.
Especially because Takeoff died.
That's what I said. I said that.
I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I ain't saying they don't deserve it because I think they're a top 10 group regardless. But that's the bump that's going to give them. And Bad and Bougie was a movement.
All right. Is there any groups that you think that they might try to squeeze in there that completely don't belong, that you think is about to come up and piss you off?
We already saw Naughty by Nature, right?
Nah, nobody coming up, and they belong. So you don't think Naughty belong in the top 30? Beastie Boys, they fuck around being top 5, or top 10.
I feel like Naughty by Nature should have been in the 30s. I feel like we just watched the list what Naughty by Nature could have been.
Yeah, I'll agree with that for the fact that
Nature, but I can't think of their biggest song.
Hip Hop Parade and OPP.
Okay, never mind.
I think Hip Hop Parade was definitely their biggest song. So I don't know. I guess they might be leaning. I don't know, man. But I don't know what that criteria gonna be. But they definitely gonna be coming up soon. I'm gonna be pissed off if they try to squeeze somebody like Junior Mafia in there.
Oh yeah, that'll piss me off.
That'll piss me off.
I'm
That's one of the
really about to be pissed
How
off
many
wherever
albums
West
they
Coast
got?
Connection lane.
One, yo. They had one, yo. And Biggie died.
Oh, then Drake and Future could be on there.
D12 will piss me off.
Oh, D12, yeah, that'll piss me off.
They gonna put D12 on this list.
They should have had them out at 49, at 50 then, yo. They was gonna put them niggas on it, yo.
Yo, they got one song, yo. I climbed the high. They made,
So that means Slaughterhouse coming up in the next 10.
Button Trash.
I need Griselda. What Griselda at?
Nah, Griselda ain't gonna be on there.
Yet. Not enough yet.
Griselda is a label anyway. They not specifically a rap group. They're a label.
They should have made me want to go pop some popcorn. Fuck my whole situation.
And I'm already upset because my boys Nice and Smooth not gonna make the list. I already know they not gonna make the list. They part of what propelled Gangsta on this list because of Dwick Pause. Because of that song, but my boys Nice and Smooth not gonna make the list. I already know. Cause I know the list because I've been getting joked about them being one of my favorite rap groups since they came out.
Well, the Roots will be on there, right?
Hell yeah, Roots gonna be tiny. I think they're the Roots are a critic's darling. They one of them type things.
Okay. So Wu, Run DMC, Outkast, NWA, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, The Roots. Did we see De La Soul already? We did, right?
No, we didn't see De La Soul. That was when we looked at. That's when we looked at one of those other groups. I mean, one of those other lists. The one that had D12 like in the top 10.
Ghetto Boys, Bone Thugs,
Yeah,
3-6.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is the Dog Pound a group?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. The big upset already went through on the UFC ticket, Craig. The only one that the odds said was an upset.
We got Tribe still. GJ. Naughty. What about Cypress Hill? You back?
That dial-up internet today. Bruce got that dial-up internet today. That shit crazy. On internet garbage.
How you feel about the food?
Fuji's, that's tough. How many? I gotta see how many albums they. I don't know what their criteria is. I should have read that shit. I read it for whatever the hip hop one was. I had to go pop me some popcorn. You kept eating that shit in my face. Yeah, Bruce got that dial-up internet. See, that's tough. See, groups, I had to really sit down. I had to really sit down and see what's going on. I don't know who really missing. I know if Dipset ain't on this list, it's a travesty. Like I said, I feel like Goody Mob too low, 8 Ball MJG too low. Motherfucker.
I feel like
my fucking internet been wilding. But I think it keep on going when my internet act up because it's on the restream shit. So that's a good thing.
I was asking how you felt about the Fugees.
The Fugees is probably gonna be top 10, yo. Top. Let me look. Nah, we named too many for them to be top 10. This list about to get wicked.
Top 20.
It's about to get wicked. Top 20. Yeah, they'll be top 20. Yeah, but the list.
Did y'all mention Run DMC?
Cypress Hill, damn. Yeah, Run DMC, they're gonna be top 5, yo, I think.
Yeah.
Cypress Hill they probably gonna come up next. I wonder if they're gonna throw House of Pain in there, yo.
Who that?
The white boys that Everlast came from, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump.
I ain't never heard that.
Yeah. It been in some movies, so if you heard it, you'll probably recognize it if you heard it. I'm just not performing it well. Because it been in some movies that you probably are more familiar with it from. Because it definitely been in at least 10 movies you've seen.
Name one.
I got. That's why I said I gotta think of the movies, but it definitely been in a bunch of movies. Pretty much anything that got anything to do with something Irish, yo, they didn't have it in it damn near. Like any Irish modern movie you seen, they might have had that shit in it for real. Like they're the Irish representatives of rap, yo. You know what I mean? Damn, this ticket looking sweet, yo. What's the name? Selling that shit, yo. So I put one in and I threw the Red Sox, Yankees, and the Mariners and the Angels game in there, and the Mariners is beating the crap out of the Angels right now.
Man, that's crazy.
They're beating them niggas 10-2 in the fifth inning.
Damn. The Angels just 5-2.
Oh no, it is 5-2. I'm looking at the hits. Okay, it ain't over. I was looking at the hits. All right.
About to say, damn.
All's not lost.
Did you
put that UFC ticket in? Did you put that UFC ticket in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put it in. Did you track it? Did you trail it directly?
Yeah, I just made a parlay.
Yeah. Well, I made a parlay too. The
You know the first
Zahibi. Say again. You said the first two they was. Oh,
Yeah, the first two was supposed to be
Zahibi. That's the only
individual.
one that. Okay. Damn, I wish I'd have known that. But Zahibi won, and he was the only one that was an underdog as far as the odds. Yeah, so the underdog
Everybody
on
else
odds
need to do
already
anything as
won.
the favorite.
Yeah. This the Rurish dude, I looked at some of the I looked at some film on him. I mean, I looked at one of them pre-fight niggas talking about the fight type shit. Yo been on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's the co-main. That's on the co-main event. Yo, he on an eight fight streak, and he ain't getting his respect. So he one of them type of dudes that's trying to beat the bricks off niggas. So I want to watch that one for real.
Well, hopefully he
I watch that one.
do his thing. I don't know who the fuck I saw that from.
Yeah,
but he looked like, I looked at his page. I'm like, oh, this nigga look like he know what he talking about.
right.
He looked like one of them gym rat ass niggas that don't do nothing but follow MMA.
Which one of these on fighting right now?
Baseball nigga. He sold my shit today. Yo been hitting for a week straight.
What's that, 11?
Last 2 days trash.
Dang. Oh, all right. That fight should be up next. I say 11:45.
That's why I'm still tell Hill shit tomorrow.
Yeah. What you think about that Spider-Verse joint, y'all? Spider-Verse 2 joint.
Actually, was I thought that shit was fire. Only thing I ain't like is the ending.
You didn't like the fact that they went.
It was real anticlimactic.
I think the only way they should have ended it like that if they already finished part 3 already, and they can bring it out like in a couple months, like 6 months or something like that. I wouldn't be upset at that type of wait.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like at least it ain't a couple years.
No, even if it was a year, it wouldn't be bad. But I would like to know that it's done already. You know,
it is done.
It only been a year since the last one.
You know what I'm saying? This one, it been like 5 years, 2-3 years of in between it. But the other one coming out next year.
Oh, all right, that's cool, y'all. I ain't mad at that, y'all. I ain't mad at that at all.
Yeah. It's coming out actually in the year. It's coming out in like March.
Yeah, well, it's definitely done then, because them animation joints take fucking forever. So they already done that shit. Anything?
They shot it as one movie.
Okay, yeah, I ain't mad at that at all. That's literally what I was trying
like
to say.
The ending. Yeah. No, I'm just mad more at the ending than anticlimactic. Like that shit.
Yeah, I ain't too mad at that ending.
It just went off.
Yeah. But that joint was fire. And the funny thing is the spot nigga. I'm sitting there watching him and Spider-Man fight, and I'm like, yo, this nigga a whole interdimensional being, yo. Does he not know that shit, yo? Like, yo, do you not know that? Yeah, that shit was funny, yo. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can do this. And then it's crazy because all he wanted to do is he ain't had no big plans. Spider-Man motherfucker made him go off and do all the wild shit. So he kind of created his own problems with Iron Man shit. But I thought that shit was fire for real. Part 2 gonna be dope. It was a real black Spider-Man movie too. I thought that was dope.
Yeah, it was a real hip hop Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, it was
definitely a real.
Jessica Drew, her black woman. You got Miles being the hero. my niece, like,
Yeah.
she never gave a fuck about Spider-Man before. Like, now she buying posters and all this other dumb shit for real. I thought that was dope, you know, to have representation for everybody for real. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Hispanic people out here that felt the same way. You know, they got to see Miles Morales and the same joint.
Right. All right. With that being said, to put my Umar hat on real quick. Let me hat on. Being said, should this have been live action to make it more realistic for these children looking at and getting it? Should have been live action. Should Miles Morales be live action?
I think they're going to come live action.
Yeah, no, I agree because kids at a certain age, that shit don't make no difference whether it's a cartoon or live action anyway. Like matter of fact, the anime hit even, y'all. I mean, to a kid to a certain age,
make it more relatable for them.
You know what I mean? You can't tell a little girl that Frozen, they know it's anime, but you can't tell it's not real to them. You mean their imagination is to a child is their reality. Damn it. Yeah. So I can see that. I don't have a problem. My Umar hat had a problem.
When you went to your Umar hat, I thought you was going to talk about him chasing a white woman.
Oh, that was little hanging fruit. I was talking more of the representation, but that's what Umar will go, because he gonna say that about Spider-Man, about the Little Mermaid. He gonna say something about her at the white world. She want to be in the white world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she got a white daddy. I ain't even got to see Umar's. Matter of fact, let me see something. I want to see what Umar says. Umar on, and we about to get up out of here too, yo, because I want to watch these UFC fights. Umar on Little Mermaid. Oh, Spider-Man and Little Mermaid. Let me see. I'm gonna end it after that, Sean. Oh no, Transform. Don't disappoint us.
We're talking about Dr. Umar Johnson.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Now, what happened with Dr. Umar?
I mean, a few.
Nah, we can't let nobody. We can't let somebody else say his words for him, you know what I mean?
I think they was going to show the video.
For High Plus News, I'm John Apple. While fans are raving about the new live remake of Disney's The Little Mermaid, author and activist Dr. Umar took to his social media account to shun the film for its lack of black love representation. In a video on his Instagram account, where he also blasted the upcoming film Across the Spider-Verse, the school psychologist critiqued, how the hell are you gonna have a black superhero cartoon for our children? And he's lusting and thirsting over the skim milk in the damn trailer.
We can't even have a cartoon with black on black love. It's getting out of control. Little Mermaid, Spider-Man, bunny hopping.
He added that Spider-Man's character in the
Bunny Hop.
If that nigga Umar ain't nothing else,
End up being replaced after being accused
He consistent,
of
yeah.
motherfucking predictable.
And consistent.
harassment.
She probably gonna accuse him of smacking her too. Watch, he gonna get locked up. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Spider-Man across the universe, she gonna accuse him of rape, and he gonna go to jail, and they gonna replace him with a white Spider-Man. Watch.
Although we have
Yo. Like, yo. I get
Why the fuck would
Get it?
Spider-Man go to jail for rape, you know?
like is he thinking about that before he's saying just so he's so locked into that he going past making sense. And when you that, yo, like, yo, your messages get completely washed over when you get that. That's dumb, yo. That's dumb to say that, yo. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that with Spider-Man, yo. At the very least, they'll find him a black girl that they like. At the very least, and Gwen will get jealous.
seen these scenarios played out in real life consistently. Some fans might say it's not that deep. It's just a children's movie. Halle Bailey's role as Ariel in The Little Mermaid is groundbreaking
This is
in itself
that deep.
because the original character was, while black and minority representation
Now this one is that deep because the Miles Morales, that's already etched in stone that he liked Gwen Stacy, y'all. That's canon, my nigga.
Not Miles Morales, but canon that Spider-Man like Wednesday.
Yeah, Spider-Man, yeah.
I mean, because
But I
Miles
thought-
Morales say he don't really fuck with nobody in the comics yet.
Okay. No, but I thought it was canon, but yeah, because they did state a line saying that Spider-Man always falls for Gwen Stacy or the other way around or something like that, but it always ends up messed up or something like that. I think that's what it was, something along those lines.
station
Yeah, but
if she don't die,
but right. This is different. Y'all already changed shit, so why y'all should change it all the way? You know what I mean?
TV and film is on the rise. Some critics don't think it's enough. If the main character is black, why wouldn't there be a black love interest as well? The Little Mermaid remake is reminiscent of a multicultural cast like the one in the live remake of the cartoon Cinderella with Brandy playing the role of Cinderella. If you recall, love interest was Asian, his mom was black, and his dad was white. The new Little Mermaid is played by Halle Bailey, with Jonah Harkin playing her love interest, Prince Eric. The comments were filled with polarizing opinions.
They just don't look right together. They just picked the wrong white boy. If you, yeah, they just picked the wrong white boy. If you ask me. Look at this motherfucker, y'all.
Prince Eric.
Oh, yeah, nah.
They just picked the wrong white boy, y'all.
Yeah.
You got to pick a white boy that white girls or that black girls are like too. That's all. You know what I mean? That kill all that. Kill all that, yo.
If dude was like uber attractive to black women, black bitches.
Yeah, but I mean that's what I was
I'd be a
saying.
mermaid.
Right. That's what I was saying.
No, I'm just saying I'm agreeing with you. I'm just,
Yeah. Right. What's my man? My man pause. How they talk about Travis Kelce when he got his beard? You know what I mean? I ain't saying somebody that looked that old, but I'm just saying like somebody that'll be understandable. But really, did you see Woman King?
no.
Damn, I wish you'd have seen Woman King, because the protagonist in Woman King, which actually wasn't, what's her name? She really wasn't the protagonist. The lead warrior, head warrior bitch wasn't the protagonist. It was a young girl who ended up being like the princess or whatever. And it actually was if you take all of the slave stuff out of it, it was actually a common like coming of age warrior story. Yo, it was actually a good story in that vein. But in Woman King, the love interest of the protagonist was this. It was the son of
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a fight on, but go ahead.
He was a mixed Brazilian nigga. So his mother was a slave or something like that. His mother ended up being like a free slave or something like that. So he ended up free. So he ended up over in the slave situation trying to get some of his heritage. But it was this light skinned type nigga with wavy head type nigga that's mixed. So they could have did something like that, but you know what? The Umar still would have complained if the nigga was light skinned. So let's keep it moving.
The comments were filled with polarizing opinions, with some agreeing with what Dr. Umar had to say and others objecting against it. Former NBA player Matt Barnes was someone who voiced his frustrations at what Dr. Umar had to say. Under the comments of the Hollywood Unlocked Instagram page,
that nigga mixed though, so of course he gonna disagree with that type shit.
She wrote, "So we're finally starting to get black superheroes. And this, Umar hadn't yet seen the film, but he was telling people not to watch it because he thinks Black Spider-Man might be crushing on a white girl. Shaking my head. Make it make sense. It'll be your own people all the time." One user in support of Umar would say, "They're heavily promoting..."
No, it's Umar all the time, dog.
Yeah. People, it's just
right, yo, it's Umar all the time. It's Umar and people like Umar. It's some people that don't give a fuck. It's some people that's cool with it. And then anytime you do something like this, you're gonna have some people that's on the black right. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. Some people that's on the heavy black right. They gonna have a feeling about this type shit all the time. And I understand it. They just think about representation and what you're showing kids, and they feel as though if they not down interracial, they feel as though they feel the same way that the white right feel. The black right feels the same way that the white right feel. They just feel that way about black shit. You know what I mean? So they complain in the same way that the white right is feeling about them changing their black.
To relationships, predominantly.
But you know what be messed up though, yo? The racist, the white people who really actually believe in, I'm gonna use comics for an example. The white people who actually believe in their heart that characters should be comic act regardless, get lumped up with just a straight racist. You know what I mean? Because you'll have somebody who doesn't like, let's say somebody who don't like a race change in a character. They don't like it whether it's black or white or Mexican or, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You have some people that's like that. They just want to see their comic characters be accurate. But then you have some that won't give a fuck if they do it on the white side. But if they change a character from white to black, they got a problem. You know what I mean? That's the racist ones. You know what I mean? The ones that don't care if they change Moses white. You know what I mean? And Jesus white, but they worried about, you know what I mean, a mythical character getting changed. You know what I mean?
Black with non-black for a reason. The same way they're promoting gay relations or a token gay person that's predominantly black. I mean, it's all done for a reason. Another added, I mean, I'm not against interracial, but I feel like it does keep being
Yo, that's the biggest piece of cat that I ever heard in my life, yo.
I hear what
Umar said, I'm not against interracial.
force on
said that?
people because we're not seeing too
Umar said that, yo.
many full black shows. I get what Dr. Umar is saying. A lot of black people feel like they need someone to make something feel validated in many sense.
Oh, that was
If
somebody
y'all
else
say it
talking
or
about
not,
Umar.
A lot of people do think that way, and I just didn't see why. It's a black Spider-Man. Why not have a black woman in it as well? Dr. Umar himself would double down on his statements via Instagram in a new post released on Tuesday. We rarely get black leads in these cartoons/comic movies, and when we do, there's hardly ever a normal black family.
What'd you say, y'all?
He said we rarely get black leads in these cartoons. I was just laughing at this dumbass quote.
Black children and 2 black parents. Someone either has to be adopted, has a white parent, or in love with a snow bunny. What's wrong with wanting our children to see a healthy black family or black on black relationship?
But they do show a lot of. It's a trope they do use, but they have been better at showing healthy black families. Like Miles Morales' mother is fucking Puerto Rican. His father is black. They married. His father already become the police captain. They own a fucking a duplex in fucking Brooklyn. You know how expensive that is?
Yeah. Definitely.
Hey, nigga, he paying attention to the wrong shit. A lot of
He ain't watching it.
Like, yeah, he didn't, because this shit did a lot. Only thing I don't agree with, and I understand the because I had a Hispanic person explain it to me. I was a little salty at first because his mother and his father married. His mother and his father married, and his father last name Davis, but Miles' last name Morales. But I had a Hispanic dude that explained it to me. His name probably is like Miles Davis or David Morales, and he just go by Morales. And I'm like, right. Oh, okay. You know, he was like, yeah, because Mexicans.
I never thought it.
He was just like, yeah, they be having long ass names and shit like that.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, all right, well, if that's a heritage thing, or a culture thing, I can't say nothing about that. Cool.
Right. Yeah, but I never even thought of that, and that makes sense, y'all. But think about his. Now, if you go deeper, that nigga name will be Miles Davis, yo.
That's another reason why he don't use. I know, and that's another reason in the comics. That's actually one of the reasons why he go by Morales instead of Davis. He want to avoid confusion, which means that Marvel really wanted to avoid confusion with Miles Davis.
Right, but that's kind of cool though. That actually works out because it's kind of unlikely for a bunch of kids to actually know who Miles Davis is. But as a kid, some kids would shun having a famous person's name option to make their own name. So you got some people that want to make their own name, and you got some people that kind of would ride off of that shit. And Miles has the type of personality to where as though he would want to make his own name for himself. So it kind of makes, now that came full circle, it makes sense for him to go by Miles Morales and even tell his dad, you know what I mean, you name me Miles Davis, Dad, after this famous guy, and everybody's always asking me about Miles Davis, you know what I mean? So that almost makes it actually comes full circle and makes a little bit of sense.
Cartoon/comic big screen.
And Umar's not making any sense. Let's get off of this nigga. Real quick, yo, Transformers was.
I'm sorry, hold it, before we talk about Transformers. Tiafimo and Josh Taylor fighting. Josh Taylor, one of the niggas who got all the belts in the same weight class the Tank in, or one of the weight classes the Tank could be in.
Right.
This is why I be mad the Tank don't fight these niggas. Tiafimo is fucking Taylor up. He ready to be an undisputed champion for real, 140. And
okay.
It's better.
Yeah, Tank is better than Tiafimo. He already beat him, right?
Nah, Tank ain't beat Lopez yet. They ain't fight.
Oh, they ain't fight yet. Okay.
Yeah, no, they ain't fight. But Tiafimo, like Tank Lord should just Tank not being in the fights be annoying to me. Like not making the fights or his camp not making the fights with these niggas that I know he probably would beat if he get in the ring with. It'd be the ammunition to say that he's scared. Yeah.
So, but at this point, isn't it with a lot of these guys that they think that because they are more decorated that they believe to be more of a draw, or they should have a higher percentage? Doesn't it come down to percentages now with a lot of these fights?
Usually in the champion is usually the guy, but because Tank
the draw,
a lot of these niggas, it kind of flipped that. Yeah, that's the hold up in a lot of cases, or that's what they say a hold up be in a lot of cases. But really, all come down to negotiating for real. Them niggas assign them fights because Tank gonna bring the notoriety that they might not have. Like Tiafimo fighting on Showtime right now, him and Taylor, they was if this is a Tank fight, that's a top tier pay-per-view for real.
Right.
It is what it is. What was I about to say? But yeah, you said we was ready getting the Transformers.
Yeah. Niggas robots in disguise, son.
Yeah, no, I thought that new Transformers, Rise of the Beast, that shit was fire.
I like that shit, though.
I'm about to say that shit was so good. I think I'm gonna watch it again tonight.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna say
watch it again tonight.
On a heavy spoiler side, my man Mirage, young 911, young Porsche 911, yo was I fuck with yo heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was fire. And he did.
Glad they brought you
The
in.
way they used his situation, huh?
No, go ahead. I ain't saying that.
The way they used it, and like making them like turn into a mech suit, or even before then when he gave him a little piece of himself that turned into a cannon and shit like that. Like that shit was fire. Like Bumblebee ain't never do no shit like that.
No. That ain't in Bumblebee wheelhouse. So
yeah,
is
I thought that shit was fire.
I mean,
and
we saw
powers.
My bad. What'd you say?
Like that little Mirage trick. Like more shit going on with him than Bumblebee. Like that little Mirage trick, that shit fire for real. Like
that's all I thought. That's all I thought he could do. Cause he could do that in the comics too. Like he could I mean that's why he's called Mirage. He could do it in the I mean not the comics.
I just do it, tying all that shit together with for real like that.
Yeah.
Like, created this. I saw the direct. He did a good job. Good job.
Being as though we saw B come back, is Mirage gonna come back?
He did come back.
Mirage came back. He did.
Yeah, he rebuilt them.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that was Mirage. He rebuilt at the end.
Yeah, with Toby. I thought that was dope.
Oh,
we gotta give Toby a little shout out for real because I thought it was dope that this was his first real acting role, and he did
no
his thing.
Way, yo.
Right?
Nah, yo. Toby, nah, he a vet at this point.
What else he been in?
Toby, he's a whole main character on a TV show, one season, and he also has been in another major movie. And with that said, I want to say that he's been in some smaller movies too. I want to say Toby has been acting since he's been a big artist damn near, yo. Like he one of them dudes that went almost directly into acting. After he hit for a while and became popular, he went right into acting, yo.
I ain't
I
know
just want
that.
to look up his filmography real quick. What's his last name, yo?
I don't know how to spell it.
I got it. Toby nigga way. Nigga way. Nigga way. Matter of fact, I want to say that nigga acting now, yo. Alright. Filmography. IMB Digity. See awards. Alright. Yeah, rap shit. That's actually good, y'all. I like that. That's the and Mo.
That's it. I don't know what Mo is.
He's in. That's the show I was talking about, where he's like a man. He one of Mo best friends on that. But that's it. Is for that's it. Let's say and everything else been music videos. So I think I was just thinking of Mo and probably that appearance in rap shit. So that is his first major movie role.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah, the rest of this shit.
all I said to give him props. You know, he did his thing right. I thought he was a real good
one other
supporting
TV
character.
episode.
He was funny as shit. You know, on the road on the lines that he was supposed to be funny in. Like he sold the slime ball friend, the slime ball friend role. That. Like,
Right. I agree.
Dope, you know. My homegirl is she got the
that nigga
lead
Durst
role
got
in
beat,
this
yo.
local.
He must have got knocked out.
Damn, ain't that a bitch? I ain't got no luck today, shorty.
Man, I need yeah. He got knocked out. He had to get knocked out.
Yeah, my homegirl is in this independent TV series. In the second season, she got a lead role or whatever. It's her first time acting. I don't proclaim to be an actor or act coach or nothing like that, but I watch a shit ton of movies. Like a shit ton of movies. So the first day, she want me to go over the lines with her. So I'm going over the lines with her, and I'm trying to give her little pointers and shit, and she just kind of like shrugged them off. And the day when I'm talking to her, she like, yeah, the other dude, when we was at practice and he was going over the lines, he made, the lines his own, and he changed certain shit to fit, what he thought, and he was really, really good. And I'm like, yo, that's literally what I told you to do. Like, she like, I ain't want to change their lines. And I'm like, I'm not saying change the lines, but they lines is, and shit like that. Like you meant to try different shit. Like you supposed to make that shit your own.
They're literally lines. If you look at them like they're fucking like guidelines. Put it like this: if a director's going to tell you, no, say these words exactly how they are on the script. A director going to tell you that.
Yeah,
so if you
to do.
Yeah. So if you cooking, especially a good director is going to don't change the scene. That's what the director don't want you to do. Don't change the plot. But if you need to change lines, if you need to change words in the lines to fit the cadence and the rhythm of the of the scene better and the conversation better, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and I was trying to tell her that, and she would just rewrite their script, and I'm like, I'm not trying to rewrite the script. I'm just telling you that if you notice during when you reading the line that adding a word or dropping a word or maybe cursing or lowering, whatever the case is better when you say that line as the actor. All right, motherfuckers. I guess because I'm not an actor, but when you saw an actor do it, it clicked.
Right.
Which is funny. Like, you should have just listened from the beginning, motherfucker. Like earlier today, she like, well, shit, what pointers you got? Give me. I'm like, I don't even really feel comfortable giving you no pointers now. like, you know. But I gave it to her because I had to get out my feelings. I used to do that shit when I was younger. I used to try to help people and they would shun it, and then they'd come back and ask for help, and I'd be like, I don't really want to help you.
Right.
I don't really want to help you.
Transformers was Fast and the Furious, Iron Man, and at the end, spoiler, G.I. Joe, all in one movie and shit. Yo, that shit was hard, yo.
Yeah, no, that shit was fire.
Yeah, because it kind of messed me up at first, yo, when he did the mech suit shit, though. I got over it real fast, though, yo, because the scene was so good. You know what I mean? And Prime, Optimus Prime is definitely that guy, yo.
Prime or Primal?
Prime with the truck nigga.
Okay. I felt like they made him more of a dick this movie.
They did, but I'm talking about in that beef yakami. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about once that beef and yeah, that's what I'm talking about once that beef and stuff.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold you, my man. Shout out me and you both was big Game of Thrones guys. So shout out to my guy Peter Dinklage, aka Terry.
Who did he voice?
He played Scourge, the main villain.
Okay, all right. I definitely want to see it again now in a different light. Then.
You know, he did his thug.
Yeah, the Scourge, like that's really the only reason I'm saying Prime is the man, yo, because yo, that nigga Scourge.
But see, Scourge was
that
he was abusing niggas the whole movie. That's why.
Yeah, so I should have came. Really, that we should have built Scourge up because man, you just said, man, he was literally drilling. Literally.
I never watching a Transformers movie seen so many bodies. Like the movie opened up with Scourge catching a body, you feel me, and then destroying a whole planet. Then he pull up, he killed Bumblebee for real with ease though. Like, all right, Bumblebee did. Then he light up Mirage. Mirage did. Don't forget the motherfucking bird poison for real.
Oh like, yeah, I forgot about that.
Some shit. It was on some shit. Like, I mean,
put it like this. I don't remember none of the other bad guys, yo.
And none of the other Transformer movies. Well, yeah, I do. Megatron. I mean, not Megatron. Megatron. Yeah. Is it Megatron? Megatron. Yeah, that's it. But that's it.
And I'm talking about in this movie. I don't remember none of the other bad guys.
Not the other names or nothing. I remember him. I remember the nigga that he was working for. Unicron.
Yeah, you know. Oh yeah. You talking about Galactus? You talking about
the planet nigga. They ain't actually show him, but Yeah,
No,
motherfucking.
I thought they did. I thought they did show him.
Did they show him? I didn't know if they
Yeah, I thought
outright
they
showed him. I know they heard him talking where he was like, Prime, I could offer you, you know, anything you want. I give you whatever you want. Prime, like,
No,
oh,
I thought they showed him at the big. I thought they showed him at the beginning with the exposition shit.
I don't know. I gotta rewatch it. When I rewatch it, I see, you know, you learn some new shit when you watch it. I thought shout out to Shorty. She might be the new it black girl in Hollywood.
Uh,
I don't know. I mean, I ain't saying, you know, I'm just saying she getting a lot of love.
She definitely. All right. I'm not gonna say I don't like her, but I can see her wearing thin.
Okay.
I can see her wearing thin. Like it depends on the roles too. It's going to depend on the roles because definitely was a good role for. I definitely say that. I do say that. I'm waiting for the.
She was really good at this.
Yeah.
See, I never saw.
Okay, I was looking for the swarm payoff. At least bot one robot. You know.
I just know, you know, from the movies that I remember her from, the last couple, she on her way up, and it's trash because I'm looking at online on IMDb, they only got Transformers at a 6.6. Yo, that shit better than a 6.6, bro. That shit at least an 8 to me. Shit at least an 8.
Yeah.
You know, she played.
Yo, I mean, for real. At the end of the day, a lot of that might be ethnicity of the film, yo.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I told somebody. I don't know who I told this shit to. I think I told homegirl. But this is the most I have ever enjoyed a Transformers film, and they probably do the worst out of all of them, yo.
Yeah.
And that's before I looked at this rating. Like, I just knew. Like, never cease to.
Our timelines are rating it very high, and our timelines black.
Right. I wonder what the white people saying. Clearly, they got
ways. They got ways of talking around the fact that that it was too ethnic for them. You know what I mean? They got ways of talking around, and the ones you probably would appreciate how it was. They not the one. They not the Raiders.
Shit.
Not the Raiders.
She did that Swarm shit, but I know her more from Judas and the Black Messiah. She a good actress.
She was good in that. She was good in that. Now that you
that's why I'm not tainted by Swarm, so I ain't see it, and I want to see it because I don't want to ruin my image of her. She was wild in that. But that's also a sign of being a good actress too, like that you could do wild shit and snap back and do, you know, household family shit. Like this was between this and Spider-Man, this was a big month for black people in superhero movies. Fuck what Dr. Umar said. Like,
and now that you mentioned Spider-Man again, those movies get great rates, and that was just as ethnic Transformers was.
Yeah, and I think they okay with it more because one is animated, and two is still a super strong female white lead in it. Like
and
part of it.
And Miles Morales is canonically stamped already as being ethnic Spider-Man.
Right. They tried it in the comics. They got with it, and now they did it in the movies. They got with it, so it's a thing. It's gonna be in live action next for sure. I remember what's his name, Shamik Moore. He just did a tweet that said he needed to lose weight in shape so that he can be in the running to play live action Miles Morales.
No. No.
He for sure not.
No.
It's dope that he want to try.
Yeah, first of all, he too old. He too
That's
old, first of all. And he don't fit that, like Miles lanky, yo. He talking about losing weight. Nah, you don't got the right build set anyway, personally. Miles
I like what's his name? Miles Brown. The little young nigga from Blackish. I like him as Miles Morales. He might be aging himself out though, because he getting older, and I don't know come out with the movie. But I like Miles Brown from Blackish.
you gotta, and you look at it. What if they keep continuity? They keep the continuity so that they talking about college right now for Miles Morales.
Right.
Miles Brown can probably play a college kid for the next 10 years, y'all.
Probably. I can see that. And Miles Brown, I know from watching him on Blackish and shit, like he got the comedic timing and he got the acting chops to pull off the more serious shit. So I'd be okay with that. I just don't know how he would.
Right.
Yeah, I want to shout out. Speaking of Blackish, I do want to shout out the little girl that played Diane. I don't know her real name. I should, but she the youngest executive producer ever. Like she been doing her thing behind the scenes. Like she gonna be she gonna be a powerhouse. Like Shorty is the truth. Gotta get her name. Shout out to Diane though.
I know what you're talking about. Her and somebody real tight. Forgot who it was, who she real tight with. It was one of the out there chicks.
That shit crazy. But yeah, Transformers is good. Hopefully the box office for that shit is, let me see what that shit projected to do. You know they be having a little projections out that be pretty accurate. Man, it's ugly for a Transformers movie to me. It's it made 10 million from the night in previews, and it's on pace to make. Well, I guess not. Well, no, weekend for Spider-Verse. Into 120 million. Like, they saying Transformers might do half of that at 50 to 60 million.
Said 50 to 60.
Yeah. That's
What's the
tough.
budget on it? I didn't pay for. They didn't pay for a big actor. Who's the biggest actor in that movie?
I mean, they got voice actors this big. Issa Rae, not Issa Rae, she in Spider-Verse. Can't remember who else was in it. They had some pretty decent voice actors, but like physical people, they didn't have big actors.
Yeah, they didn't have a mother. That's what I'm saying. So I may save some on that. Though that shit had it, you know what I mean?
I'm about to see. 200 million plus you say another 25 for promoting it or whatever for real. But they didn't do a lot of promoting for real. So let's say like 225 million is they budget.
Yeah, we might that we deserve, yo.
That's what I'm saying. Like I might have to go support this in theaters.
Yeah, we might
I
not
might have
get
to implore motherfuckers. We ain't gonna get it. Like if this movie don't do, let me see, because I know the last train. I know Bumblebee. I wonder what Bumblebee open weekend was. Let me see. Because that'd be a good gauge for real. Because however good Bumblebee did or bad Bumblebee did, they got a sequel out of it.
right. Might be transformed.
Might be. I thought that shit was fire.
Nah, that shit was definitely fire. It's
Hold
definitely.
up.
I mean,
It's saying that this outperformed Bumblebee. So
okay.
it's outperforming Bumblebee currently. So, okay. Win for them.
Yeah.
It ain't no huge laws. Like generally the public like receive it well, they'll be okay with keep going because they feel like they try to establish like a bigger picture for real.
Right.
Because I want to see at this point, I'm gonna be mad if I don't get to see how he play in the G.I. Joe. Like I ain't never heard of a character with his name in G.I. Joe before. How did he play into the shit?
Yeah, but we don't know what his Joe code name will ultimately be.
I mean, I guess so.
He could end up with a recognizable name.
I think his shit gonna be Sonic.
Say again?
I think his shit gonna be Sonic. Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
The movie. His little brother, they talk on the walk. He always say don't use names over the airwaves. He called his brother Ted. His brother called him Sonic.
Okay. I got you.
Be able to do that, but ain't Sonic owned by one of them Hasbro type companies too? So they might be able to.
Yeah, they might be under the same.
They used it in the movie. They used that shit in the movie, but yeah, he kept calling his little brother Tails, and then he explained to Mirage why he called him Tails.
Well, I think all right, I'm not saying none. I'm not saying what you're saying is not true because it probably is, but they've referenced. We've seen properties referenced in other properties before, but they just didn't like show the character or show a symbol of the character. They just reference, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's a problem saying a name of a character. Like you can say Superman in a Marvel movie, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, in what's the name they said Superman in the Eternals.
Yeah, they say it all the time. And they say Marvel characters in the Flash all the time. Cisco was even wearing like he was wearing like little superhero shirts and shit with Marvel characters on it. So like they do that shit all the time. I agree.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it'd be dope if that's his call name.
Right.
But I don't know. Hopefully we get the sequel for real about this before it came out. But now I care.
Yeah.
I didn't know this shit was gonna be black.
I'm trying to think what G.I. Joe nigga fix.
No, but I ain't really see him do too much tech shit. Like they said he was like a tech wizard. Like I ain't really see him like, and I ain't understand why he was applying for security jobs if he was a tech wizard. Like,
Yeah, well, I know that he at the very beginning of the movie he hooked up the cable box. Remember he was fixing the cable box when the movie first started.
I don't remember. I probably got like the beginning of the movie. I was still getting situated.
Yeah, well, in the beginning, he rigged the cable box, you know, get all the channels, and he sold it to somebody for some money.
Okay, that's what it was. I stole it. All I saw was him sell it to Toby in the beginning.
He hooked the cable.
So,
it was a cable box. He hooked it up and shit.
Oh, okay. I mean, the only
And the
thing
security thing,
like,
and the security thing was a callback to his military service, because that's what made.
I mean, I get that, but I guess that's what would be on his resume. So that would be what he got to pursue a field in. What field he got to pursue it in? I get it. I just think that if they to show a little bit of his his skills as far as like manipulating tech and shit like that. When
I agree.
What's the name? Give him the suit and he figure it out so fast, it would make more sense.
Yeah. I mean that go along with some of the flaws. Yeah, I agree with that. That just go along with some of the flaws that some movies do have in actual character development. So that some of the stuff does make sense, like you said. Like at the very least, he should have been figuring out some of
when he was breaking into the museum. He should have been the nigga that acted to the cameras and dimmed the feed or whatever. Just real quick, like, oh, I got this. Wow,
had him figuring out Transformers technology while he was around them and shit.
Yeah, like, he could have been the one that told motherfucking Optimus that it's a possibility that you could bring Bumblebee back. Like, Lord, like they did a real good job at making the female Dominic Fishback, her character, her expertise seemed needed and valuable and shit like that. For most of the movie,
right,
I just felt like he was there. He didn't show no skill to me.
His character was just all about bunking and having heart.
Maybe they should have showed him putting what's his name Mirage back together in the beginning. Like maybe they didn't want to do that because that's how they started Bumblebee.
Right. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it all came around to Yo having heart and being good in combat. It kind of washed over him being smart, being good with tech, and came back around. You brave, you brave, and there was no character arc to show like that he wasn't brave before. The only thing that was talked about that he was undisciplined a little bit when he was in the military.
Yeah, they said he couldn't work.
But that never came. Right, but that never came. Like it was nothing showing that he couldn't work in a team. Like when he got with the Transformers, like and like, all right, we would it. So like it was really.
He was his character arc was like. I mean, I see what his character arc was supposed to be, but I can also see how you skipped over what his character arc was. His character arc was the same as Optimus' character arc in a sense. Like they was both being selfish, trying to do what was best for them and their people, and then the together as one thing like that they kept saying at the end. That's what they both had to come to the realization of. Because remember, he wanted to blow up the little spark shit.
Right.
You know, so that he wanted to blow it up, but then Optimus wanted to use it to get home. You know, so they was at like a stalemate for real. So his arc was just learning to trust the Autobots, and the Autobots arc was, or Optimus arc was to learn to trust them too.
Yeah.
The whole time.
I mean, yeah, I can see that, but is I guess because he was so likable and his motivations from the very beginning was always honorable from the beginning, to where as though it is kind of easy to gloss over, you know what I mean? But as you explain it, I can see that. I mean, but like I said,
I
his
get
intentions,
it. You know, he ain't never backdoor shit or nothing like that. So you know, he was always, I get it. But he
like,
you know,
even when he was still doing that for his little brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The only person in the movie that was even all the way through that character. She was always on some, you know, not trying to stab nobody in the back. Her and the owl and the monkey. But we ain't see the monkey until the end. With a gorilla. We ain't see that nigga until the end. But yeah, she was the only even character. Optimus and Yo was at each other's necks for real. She kept trying to talk Yo down, and the owl kept trying to talk Optimus down for real. So it was pretty much like a mirror of the same thing.
Right.
I mean, that shit, it was the movie. It was about a 8.5 out of 10. I will watch it again. I'm definitely going to watch it again. I hope, like, I'm bluffing about going to go see it because I don't care. You know, I don't really go to the movies too often. It gotta be like some shit I really want to see that ain't online, and this shit was already online. So I ain't gonna hold them and say that I'm gonna go watch it and pay to watch. But that shit was fine. That's 12:40.
Yeah. Time to shut it down, brother.
Yeah, shit. I'll let you next time, guy.